a Hot Shots restaurant or any other restaurant.
Let me ask you this. Since the last time I was on a TMA Live, which I believe was over there, Illinois way.
Oh, we're big in Illinois.
Yeah. Has anybody come up to you, Doug, with a chicken wing in their mouth, wanting you to then bite the other part of the chicken wing?
Surprisingly enough, that has not happened to me, Chuck.
But it did happen that day.
It did. That's awesome.
Was it Tony Doe?
Yeah, you were around for the Tony Doe era. He's now gotten a job and has disappeared from the face of the earth.
His boss called him inside and said, we need to have a little chit-chat.
Are you serious?
Oh, I'm sure that's what happened.
Is he a lawyer?
Well, that's what he says.
You don't believe any of our audience is employed?
No, you can get these degrees in Thailand or some of the Caribbean islands or something.
Yeah. Awesome.
I mean, they'll sell them to you on the internet.
Well, then I got to get one.
You can become a man of the cloth with just a real quick internet session and pay the check. Suddenly you're a man of the clergy. You can do the same with some of these degrees that our listeners have.
What else is on the docket tomorrow night at Hot Shots on Dorset? Plow? Red?
I'm trying to think. I know Seymour has a rundown, a list of what we're doing.
Is there an FFF? I mean, that's what brings the people out, especially in is that North County?
The thing with the FFFs are we didn't even have one really scheduled last time.
And it was like 20 women participated.
You bring tickets and you just make it rain Cardinal tickets. The ladies will flock with their feet.
And
so I'm confident that we'll have at least 3 or 4.
Now, I've got to go out into the crowd and find people, and we got lucky last time because they all wanted the Cardinal tickets.
Right.
So we found 7 girls, but...
Well, could be. You give away Cardinal tickets now. You could be giving away tickets to the clinching game.
Wow, exactly.
For
Maybe we give it like World Series. Does the National League have the home field advantage?
No, I think they lost again, didn't they?
Oh, no, it doesn't have anything to do with that.
Oh, that's right.
It alternates.
They did, they do some stupid thing now where like the best record gets home field advantage as opposed to an exhibition game in July.
Stupid.
Well, won't that be
the Cardinals?
Cleveland? It won't be the Cardinals.
Jeez, hello, 855-282-8255.
Maybe we can bring a couple of Neil Diamond all-inclusive.
Doug, we can put a bunch of things on the table here.
Shiloh, when I was young.
Wonderful.
We'll get some broads.
I used to call your name.
Don't say we'll get some broads. That's not very...
All right, we'll get some feet.
Respectful. All right.
Still waiting to hear back from Selena.
Oh, the Sinners.
Yeah. She may be out of town.
If you don't hear right back from people, usually you're not going to hear back from them.
I have found, like, if I'm in the middle of doing something, I won't respond right away, and then I'll forget, and I feel awful.
Right.
I really do.
You're a little prick.
Right.
But if it's somebody you really wanted to hear from, you find a way to respond.
I guess. I tell people, because if they email, I don't delete the email until I respond.
Oh,
even hate mail.
I was talking more like texts. Emails, sometimes they get lost in the hundreds that come.
Well, that's for you. I always feel badly. Like somebody in management will say, hey, I sent this over to Doug, and then I have to text you to make sure that you get it because you get spam.
So I get not just spam, I think it's 700 or 800 emails a day. Between this place and the TV station and home.
Going on some interesting websites over there, Doug.
No, that's not it at all.
We hear you're interested in gay porn. Here you go, Mr. Vaughn.
Cut that off. I don't know what it had to do with it, but I liked it.
Like I'll go on a website and look for houses for sale in this area.
And
next thing you know, I'm getting 25 different emails. Well, here's a house. Here's a house. Here's a house. Try this one.
Are you trying to buy a new house?
Always.
Ball so hard.
How far is your drive?
Football so hard.
I'll shop for a car, and the same thing. Then I got 100 emails from every car dealer in town.
Yeah.
You getting a new whip? They say I got a lot of whips, man. I got a lot.
How many you got?
1.
Okay, that's good for you. With 4, I gotta have 4.
Ball so hard.
For all the kids?
Well, they used cars, of course.
That's fine. You shouldn't give your kid a brand new car.
They got 22s?
They should earn the brand new car themselves.
Yeah.
Buy it themselves.
That's what I tell them.
Okay?
That's right.
Doug, this guy who is unhappy that I want my family line to continue now says, I hope for your sake your kids are all gay and you have to love them anyway.
There.
And actually, I hope you have one straight son and he doesn't want kids.
Wow.
How about that?
He's just an angry person there.
Welcome
You can't
to my
say
world.
anything these days. People get offended by everything.
Yeah. And just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right.
I understand.
That's an important distinction. Just because you're complaining loudly, protesting, offended, whatever, doesn't mean you're right.
But I understand.
That's just his opinion.
Like, for example, Doug would protest the idea of launch angle because I've heard this debate, and he's not buying into this
Not
whole
for a second.
3 true outcomes strikeout, walks, homers, launch angle narrative. Doug thinks the baseballs are juiced.
Yes.
I actually disagree. Because I think it's more so the fact that people don't care whatsoever about striking out anymore.
And this all happened in the summer of 2015. That everyone's opinion changed. We went from the lowest number of home runs hit in 22 years in 2014 to the highest ever hit in 2017. And it's just because, wow, if I swing with a slight uppercut, I might hit a home run. No one's ever figured that out before. Nobody's ever swung for the fences before.
No, philosophically, across baseball, there's almost a complete absence of any type of two-strike approach, of just trying to put the ball in play. Everybody still swings for the fences, except for, like, the only people I can think off the top of my head, Joey Votto and Anthony Rizzo, every once in a while will choke up a bit and literally try to put the ball in play. The rest of baseball,
they hit home runs too,
still with two strikes, though, are just swinging and their shoes are coming off.
But you see in games, balls are landing in places where they've never been before in stadiums. Monstrous
Sammy
home runs.
Sosa and Mark McGwire were hitting balls like 530.
And they were juiced to the gills. They were built like Mr. America.
Okay.
Allegedly. These guys aren't anymore.
Giancarlo Stanton, who's putting up those type of numbers with 55 home runs, he is a genetic freak. He's enormous. He's like 6'5", 240, all muscle.
Yeah.
It shouldn't surprise you that person who's a once-in-a-generation type specimen could put up these numbers.
That doesn't surprise me that he's hitting home runs like that. But when Scooter Gennett hits 4 in a game.
In Cincinnati.
And all kinds of players have got 20 or more home runs. Everybody, if you play all the time, you better have 20 or more home runs.
Cincy's entire lineup has 20 home runs. Scott Schebler, Adam Duvall, Scooter Gennett, Eugenio Suarez, their entire lineup has 20 plus
The Cardinals
homers.
have got about 5 guys with 20 home runs.
And a lot of them have 240 batting averages.
And you think it's because just the switch went off in the summer of 2015, all over baseball, the switch went off that, hey, I think I'll try to hit a home run now.
Trackman.
Where in 2014, it's, no, we don't want to hit home runs. I wouldn't know how to have an uppercut swing to hit the ball in the air. Nope, it doesn't even occur to me. Never occurred to anybody until the summer of 2015.
In all seriousness, these hitters now, they work with hitting coaches that have computer programs that are following their launch angle to try to create more loft to hit more home runs. Mm-hmm. And they're critiquing and changing their swing to try to hit the ball in the air more. And yes, I do think that's a very recent phenomenon.
To say that this is new is preposterous.
But had you
think Babe Ruth didn't swing with an uppercut? Ted Williams preached it for years. You should swing with a slight uppercut to get the ball in the air. Everyone who's tried, you think McGwire didn't swing with an uppercut?
Ted Williams would have probably hit 75 home runs a year if he didn't care about striking out. In all seriousness, Ted Williams would probably have hit 70 homers.
Possibly.
If he said, I don't care, and I don't care if I strike out 175 times, I guarantee you he'd hit a ton more home runs.
So you think the answer is yes. In the summer of 2015, specifically after the All-Star game, all of baseball decided, collectively, they all decided, we don't care if we strike out, we're swinging for the home run right now. And suddenly balls are going farther than they have ever gone before.
The whole idea...
You think that's the answer as opposed to, the baseballs are different, slightly different.
Like I said, the whole launch angle phenomenon is a very recent development in terms of judging and evaluating launch angle. Yes, that is the last couple 2-3 years. Ask yourself this question: do you remember exit velocity being that much different, for example, this year than the last couple years? I don't. And so my point is, it's not about how hard necessarily the ball is being hit off the bat, because you can hit a ball 113 miles an hour and it can go right to the pitcher. It can go right up the middle. It's a matter of trajectory. Now, if the balls are coming off the bat 3, 4, 5 miles per hour faster, I would 100% agree with you that the balls are juiced. But it seems like that's not the case. The exit velocities are similar. The launch angle and trajectories are different.
Are we seeing exit velocity on every ball that's ever hit? Does that number come up somewhere?
They have StatCast on every single thing that happens in baseball. A ball's hit to the outfield, and they have the catch percentage, and they have the mile per hour the outfielder runs to the ball, and the route efficiency. Everything is tracked.
Some of the sounds are even different when a guy hits a ball now. It doesn't even sound the same as it used to sound.
That could also be the microphone and where it's at on the field.
It could also be the bats. We don't see bats shattering like they did all the time 4 or 5 years ago. We see some of it, but it used to happen all the time. Bats were flying all over the place. You don't see that. something is different, and it's not just because they've just now decided to swing with a launch angle.
I disagree.
We got to take a break for the 9 o'clock hour. Plus, Stingray is going to join us at 9:15. We'll get his thoughts on launch angle. And then this guy is really upset the text inbox, attacking really essentially my 1-month-old son.
Yeah.
And it turns out he's really good friends with Buck Swope.
Shocking.
Yeah. Well, Swope will get over and get a picture of him then.
The text like 9-10 paragraphs.
No, I'm not saying it's Buck Swope.
No, but a friend of Swope, maybe.
Right.
Same writing style.
No, there's some people who want this gentleman outed and they want to attack him. Yeah, it's kind of fascinating. But either way,
Don't let him get to you.
yeah, I don't necessarily need a social media pitchfork mafia on it. Man, Doug, my headphones are shorting. I can't.
All right.
There we go. Now I think it's better. Maybe I can. I don't know. I think it's the headphones. It can't be the jacks.
You're hearing TMA all day on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis, featuring the Ryan Kelly Morning After, live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then a full show replay from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., followed by the best of TMA from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., and another same-day replay starting at 10 p.m. Find the full schedule at TMASTL.com. Brought to you by Ryan Kelly at thehomeloanexpert.com, the most efficient mortgage process you'll ever experience. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, The Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
7:04 in St. Louis. You are listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7, The Potted Plant. It's HD2, Doug.
Yeah.
TMASTL.com. The all-new app. Download that app. It's the bee's knees. The Morning After STL. Holy moly, cockatoli. Check out the app. The Morning After STL in your app store. And, of course, on YouTube. And we are up and we are ready to go. And there is a buzz in the area. 50 people were waiting for us.
Really?
Come on, yeah.
Okay.
Now, that's a little creepy.
Well, they were probably waiting for you guys because they should know that I'm not going to be much good to you today. Not after Illinois was humiliated by Purdue last night in two overtimes.
Humiliated is not the word you need to be
I thought it was
using.
double overtime, bro.
Yeah. Just really scorched. Lost by 8.
Yeah, the Big Ten.
I guess they're a fraudulent team. I thought maybe they might go somewhere this year.
Look at you sticking up for Drink by going after the Illini basketball team, losing to a top 5 team in double overtime.
Klaus got his Illini sweater on today.
Yeah, right.
ILL.
I mean, it's not like they're going to win the title, but certainly a Sweet 16 team. They were disappointing last year in the tournament. So.
Yeah.
Plock, I saw you posted yesterday on the fan pin just a picture of Drink in his truck.
And what funny was Madison actually drew up, I think it would look better as a caricature. You know, like...
You're going to start doing artwork? Sketches and bits?
Well, she does. I mean, she's an interior designer, so she's very artistic. She can draw, images, sketches, designs. It's amazing. And so she drew up a caricature of Drink in a semi in the dump truck, and it was
Well, he
really
posted
good.
that?
Because he'll have his arm out the window with the block M on his black colored shirt.
And he should have a fistful of money that he's waving
Look,
to a
we can
recruit.
create it however we would like. I just think the caricature of Drink would look better rather than the actual photo.
Okay.
Maybe she can do your tattoo for you.
Oh, yeah.
I would not trust her with a tattoo and a gun.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, I would like a professional to do it.
Yeah.
No. I thought it was.
It's not
really
the kind of
funny.
thing you want to be someone's first
No,
patient with.
but yeah, she was kind of concerned that I would get that on my lower back, but she was very supportive of it and actually drew up some sketches.
Every morning before we go on the air, and we've been doing this, Doug, you didn't do it in 2007, but you started in 2008. You'll send me screenshots of what's going on Tiger Board.
Yeah.
And this morning, you sent me this, which is getting a lot of traction. Is there an organized smear of Drink underway on this board? We finally got a coach that can recruit and has charisma, and the future looks bright, and we've got a few on this board engaging in a full-out smear. I really question if Mizzou fans are the ones doing this. So,
Plowsy, you on there?
I'm on there.
You go on there and you smear him, do you?
Oh no, I don't have the time to post on those. I mean that you're dipping your toe in, shark-infested water.
Oh, I would think.
And
those
I
are the
just
real hardcores there.
don't have the time to. They don't get sarcasm at all on that page either. So whatever is posted is always 100% serious and factual.
I hate people like that.
Yeah, so
don't get sarcasm.
Well, some
Yeah,
of them
you
probably
can't do
donated
it.
$20 or $30 to the program, and so therefore they have an ownership stake in it.
That's correct. They have equity.
Well, it's a message board, buddy. What do you think it is? That's what a message board is for people to go on there and trash people with no name.
Who are you calling buddy?
The guy who posted that on Tiger Board.
Oh, all right.
Doug, do you think it's an inside job?
Could be.
Could be a fun little Sports Sunday
Yeah,
piece.
who
What's going on
knows?
in Tiger Board?
When it's all done anonymously, you have no clue who's doing it, what they're.
Well, you see
goal
my
is.
name. I was on Hito Board, and just
He just got a
Hito
message
board.
board.
the stupidest post you've ever seen.
Just
It's-
yesterday?
What's the problem?
This was
Yeah.
yesterday?
Yeah, just yesterday. Some lady goes, "Is there a way we're going to be at Sandals? Is there a way to sneak into Hito?"
Oh.
I said, "Yeah, just go on through. Nobody's going to stop you. Have fun. Jeez." Somebody replied,
You let her have it.
"Oh, way to go. Give her that stuff. How about the people that pay?" And some guy responded, he goes, "You obviously don't understand sarcasm." And he put a definition of sarcasm.
Yeah, he stuck up for you.
I said, I kind of thought the G's would be self-explanatory, but guess not.
Doug, I'll tell you, I spent a lot of time on both Tiger Board and on the Hedonism fan page.
Yeah.
Equal time.
I can't tell you the hours I've wasted on that hedonism message board.
Oh, I'm getting banty on there.
Are you really? You've had enough. You've had
Well, I mean,
plenty.
it's turned in. I posted the other day. I said, this has turned into like COVID Central updates on this post. Like 40 straight posts. Anybody have the new regulations? Is it 5 or 10? What do I need to fill out? And now there's so many people in the quarantine that they're posting from quarantine. They're taking it. There's like 20 people in quarantine there. And they all keep going
Staying
back.
at Hedonism, and they're in quarantine at Hedonism?
Yeah, because
Wow.
they
Seems
test
counterproductive.
they test positive as they
So they can't get off the island, is that it?
they got to stay in there for 10 days, and it's free.
It is?
I said,
Wow.
I really think some of you people are just going down there and just hooking up, hoping you get COVID, so you get another free 10 days. 'Cause they're
So
all
they have
getting-
to stay in their room when they're...
They have a certain section of Hito, block
And
of
then can they
rooms.
have orgies with the other people with COVID?
They can do whatever they want.
Doug, why don't we go get COVID at Hedonism?
Well, I'm not that interested in that.
I mean, it's amazing. Every day there's a post. Oh, we've got 4 new people, and they're calling it Cootie Corner.
Ugh.
We've got 4 new people into Cootie Corner.
Oh.
So you guys are happy about that?
How can the resort make any money if they got to put all these people up for free for 10 days?
I don't know. Well, you're costing you $4,000 a week to stay there. They
So
can't
you're
do
saying
that.
they make so much money originally that they can handle this?
Well, they have no choice.
I know, but it's still pretty rough on the private business to say you got to accept these people now free of charge when otherwise you'd be getting $4,000 a week.
Well, it's usually rooms that aren't used. It's not 100% occupancy.
Okay.
So at one point there were like 15 people in there. And the husband didn't go home. The husband tested negative, and he stayed with the woman. And then she tested negative to go home, and then he tested positive.
Oh.
So they got to stay another 10. They got 20 free days. I said, I think you people are doing this on purpose.
This could be a fun little investigative piece after you do the Tiger Board story on Sports Sunday.
Oh, and then they're getting banty at me because...
Well, you said
don't tell us.
cheese. You said you
Well,
used
that was just
cheese.
one. I mean, they're getting upset with me with all of my responses to their COVID post. And they really weren't happy. I said, I think you people are getting it on purpose. And then I asked questions, and the one lady who's in there now goes, "Now my husband, we're swingers, and I hooked up with 3, and my husband hooked up with 5. Oh, and you tested positive. What a shock! You go down there, you know this is going on. You hook up with all these people, and then you're shocked you got a positive test.
You really let her have it. You gave her a real shellacking.
I need to get on this message board.
You could have a really good time,
This
blow
is the
up.
day.
And then I asked a question. I said, I know you people think I'm banty on here, but I really have a serious question.
What?
With all of these posts from the Cootie Corner, all these people getting COVID, there's like 30 cases in the last 3 weeks. Is it making you think of canceling your trip? And people are on there, oh, way to go. Way to put things in people's head. Now you're going to cost the Hito money. We got to keep Jamaica alive with our money. We got to keep them. Oh, shut up!
Yeah, shut up. That's enough from you.
I asked a
Come on.
simple question, and you think I'm gonna hurt the Jamaican economy if you don't go to Hito. It's a third world country.
Hey, moron!
Yes.
What makes you think anyone cares what you post to the Degenerate Nude Resort Board?
Well, they did.
Jeez, that's from Tracy Woodson.
Yeah. Former Cardinal third baseman?
I believe so.
Dodgers? as well.
Took a whole 3 minutes before Osama bin Boots, exhausted by the lack of attention, strapped a Hito fable to his chest and took the show hostage.
Go right
That's
to the
from
cross article.
Indianapolis Star columnist Brian Henson.
Why do you care so much about my life? I
You
just,
know, it's 708 is the earliest mention ever in show history. That's from Jabab the bookie.
it could be. Well, we were talking about message boards, and that's why I brought that up, because the guy on Tiger Board was banty that people weren't liking drink, and I got kind of a few
That was
comments
your end,
because I was
yeah.
getting a little banty on the hedonism page. That's what
Jabab.
message boards do. They
Jabab.
turn people into curmudgeons.
I still think you need another trip down.
No, I would never
Go with a
there.
partner, go with Biff,
I
go with a
would
gal, whatever.
I
You
would-
got to get back down there.
No, I'd never go back there again.
Biff would never return.
Probably not. Flowsy, you'd go with him, wouldn't you?
Hell yeah, I would go.
You would?
I'm not going.
Would Madison be okay if you went down there?
Yeah, I think it'd be great to do a Speedo and then have the drink caricature on my lower back and
Oh.
kind of have that be a focal piece.
And they would yell at you to take your Speedo off. You can't come down there
I'd
with
go
clothes on.
completely naked.
Would you?
I don't think they'd like the lion's mane. But
No, they wouldn't.
You wouldn't trim your shrubs before the trip?
here's the thing about that kind of situation. As long as I'm not the worst looking, and from what Iggy has told me and what I have heard,
No, you'd be
there
an
is
Adonis.
no way that I could be the one. And there's no way. It doesn't matter what it looks like down there. There's no way I would be the ugliest. So if I'm in that middle of the ground pack, I'm fine with that. So
There we go.
Well, I think the thing is, too, is that it's known as a place that doesn't shame you for anything. You can go naked and people will judge you or not judge you. They'll welcome you in. So that brings a lot of the fats down. Because they know
could
they're
see
not going
that.
to get shamed. And they keep posting pictures.
Along with the cootie section, is there a walrus section?
Yeah, good question.
Just
yeah, the buffet, Doug.
just to go in there and look at the pictures. And
Doesn't that kill the mood for everybody when a bunch of really overweight people are walking around naked?
No, because like I said, nobody really cares. You're down there just to have fun, and that's the good thing about it. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are doing it behind their backs. Hi, Sue. You look good today.
God, what a pig.
I mean, they're doing that behind her back because that's what those shallow people are down there. But no, and then they'll post pictures, and they just look for attention. Hi, I'm Sue. I'm going to be going for my first time. How do you think I'll do? And there's a picture. Oh, come on.
Well, how do you think she'll do? You saw the picture of her?
Yeah, I did.
How do you think she'll do?
Not well.
Oh,
But they'll get the comments. You look good, baby. God. And then a really good-looking girl post. Looking forward to coming for my virgin trip. What should I bring? And I just go, here come the DMs to you, honey. Get ready. And sure enough, all these guys, they just start to, hi, can I see a naked pic of you? That's what they do. They send DMs to the good-looking girls, and then they get turned into the moderator, and then he kicks them off the page.
Doug, that's how it's going on the hedonism fan page. We've also covered Tiger Board. You're welcome to give your thoughts. Already, a couple hundred people in the YouTube chat, 179 to be specific. And you can go on in, youtube.com/TMASTL. Of course, we are on TMA all day with the best ofs following the replay of the presentation. That starts at 1 p.m. And you can listen to 105.7 HD2. And once you have that preset in your car, you're listening to TMA literally all day. The brand new app, The Morning After, STL in the App Store. And, of course, the all-new website, TMASTL. Text in or email in The Morning After at InsideSTL.com. The EDF text inbox, Engineer Design Facilities phone number is 314-881-8625. Jackson's storing up names. He's starting to store up names. Jackson, now you're getting people telling you to what name to put in there to store them up?
Yeah. Yeah. And then some people like getting mad that their name didn't get transferred over.
That other people stole their name.
That, or they're like, they texted in twice. They're like, you didn't get my name. It's, the Billy Club Bandit.
Ooh, Billy Club Bandit.
Well, I've never, you've texted in once in your life, so how am I supposed to? But if you look down the text inbox right now, I'd say 80% have names.
I see Brian Henson, the Warson Woods Wacko, Hunchback of Von Castle, the Ill-Sighted, Dave in St. Peter's, Carlos Spicy Wiener, Curtis Sanford's Greasy Five-Hole, Coxie, Eric in the Central West End, Spider Guy, the Veiled Prophet, the Cousin of Moo Man, Flip Wilson, Green Park Goblin, Tracy Woodson, and Jabab the Bookie. And, Doug, that just goes back to 710.
Those are
where's
the
the
legends.
West County Turkey Baster?
He's
Never heard from
almost
him in 10 years.
probably done with a 10-year sentence.
Could be.
I'm getting
It's out.
addicted to this TikTok. I should have never downloaded the app.
Oh no.
I did
We're
it just for
changing
the. I did it for the
subjects,
show. Well, we're talking about all the things we have going on with TMA, whether it
Okay.
be YouTube or
Yeah.
Don't forget
our
TikTok,
app
though.
and TikTok. Jackson and I did a TikTok video this morning.
What was a TikTok? You do a dance routine?
I'm seeing all these videos that I'm saving the audio for that I really like. Like there's so many with the Tiger Woods, 154 yards, probably a nice little 9-iron for him. They're going to go nuts when he hits this, and a regular guy hits the ball, and they got the crowd. But I saw the one where the guy's standing on the patio with a cup of coffee. Morning, neighbor. F you. I used that when I was walking down the hall with coffee, saying hi to the neighbors down here, and we put that one in there. So.
Yeah, we're gonna have to redo that one.
Okay.
Why?
What happened?
Because you gotta mouth the words, Eggs, or else it doesn't. Like you gotta act like you're one of the characters in the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've seen one, the guy just holding his coffee cup from behind and raising it to the neighbors, and then
Yeah, that'll work. But I think it would be better if you mouthed it.
okay, we'll redo it. But I kind of like the TikTok thing.
No, it's a great idea.
we
and
can
it's-
have some fun with that.
There's a ton of stuff you can do with it. Goodness gracious! Now there's 1,000 people wanting their text names changed.
Oh, here we go.
Tell them good luck.
Here we go.
So do you make money off that TikTok?
I won't.
You
but
can.
You
But
got to get a certain number of views or something.
well, it's all about what company wants product placement in your videos.
Oh.
Like the views on TikTok will only gain you a certain amount of money. Same with YouTube. You know.
Madison followed this absolute smoke show, kind of a, I would say English, British type accent. Oh, she's gorgeous, blonde, and she makes 6-figure plus gets another 6-figure in like Prada, Chanel, like all these like name brand major designers will just send her tens of thousands of dollars worth
What
of
does she do
product.
to get all the views, Plum?
She looks really cute. She has that fun personality, talks about the product, and has great success. I don't know how a company can follow, how many sales she generates or, how much business she generates for each company. But, I mean, she makes a ton of money and has all the top designers just throwing bags of money and a ton of apparel. It's unbelievable.
I think they have a code. Like if you
Oh, yeah. Use the code. to
use
get
this code to
Yeah.
get this, and they can see how many people use you.
Yeah, she is gorgeous.
Why don't we get her on the show?
I can try. I'm not a TikTok user. I don't have TikTok on my phone.
Iggy is now.
Iggy is. So we may have to.
What is it? That people have their phone number right there? It would be hard.
Well, you can DM her and see if she's interested in talking about how she got into this and,
I don't know how often they check that. I mean, I'm still trying to get Rachel Steele on the show, and she hasn't returned anything.
Doug, can you help out with Rachel?
What's her problem?
I don't know. Maybe
Come on,
some people
Steely.
just don't check their messages on. Unfortunately, and I can't turn it off because there's certain ones I want to see, but every time something happens, I get a notification. My phone's going off all day with notifications. The people I'm not even following, I'm getting notifications. So if they have their notifications off, unless you check, you're not going to know you got a DM. I know when I get in. People wonder why I return text messages right away because
Why?
ding, ding, ding. It goes off. I got a text message. I see it. I hear it.
Well, it's because you've got your notifications turned on.
Yeah. But if you don't hear them right away.
Right. I don't know. Just as attractive as we are in this room,
Thank you.
why we couldn't bank some of this TikTok money as well. I just don't know. Look at the heads of hair on us.
Oh, this show, we're gonna figure out ways to monetize it because TikTok is a
Okay.
huge platform now.
Well, as long as you put Tim in it.
Oh,
Agree with
for
that. Where's my
heaven's
bell?
sakes.
Doug has a gong.
I don't think that gong is big enough for what just said.
Doug, we have some big doings here on the presentation. Ric Flair is going to be on tomorrow.
Oh, he is.
Ric Flair is going to be on at 8 o'clock.
Love it.
To sell what, the Royal Rumble that's here? Is that what
Jackson,
that's
what's
about?
going on? Did we catch him mid-beverage?
Yeah, I was taking a setch off my coffee.
Doug, you hear that setch?
I don't like that. Setch.
I do.
I don't care for it. It does have to do with Olivet area written all over it.
I think he's promoting a event at Hot Shots actually.
Really?
Yeah,
I think he's doing a 2-hour Q&A
yeah.
at Hot Shots in Illinois prior to the Royal Rumble.
Ric Flair. Yeah, it's like a podcast to a live audience. Ric Flair, Woo Nation, Uncensored Live, January 28th at Hot Shots in O'Fallon.
I might have to get to that just to. More so, check out Woo Nation. I'm kind of curious about what that demographic is.
I'm sure it's very similar to the Mensa Society.
But it'll be cool.
But he's figured out how to keep the money rolling in. No longer active, right? He's got to be mid-60s
How
at
long-
least.
He's huge in rap culture. Massive.
Is he?
Yeah, they made a song called Ric Flair Drip.
Ric Flair Drip?
That's right.
Well, and you have every MLB stadium in the country doing the woos, which I
Oh,
can't
God,
say
that
I'm a
drives me
fan of.
nuts.
It's annoying.
And everyone thinks it's so funny.
But he's been in the WWE and the wrestling business for, what, 50 years? Since its
Since the
inception?
70s at least.
Doug, when he's on tomorrow, are you going to call him Nate?
No, I won't.
Will you sing Ric Flair Drip?
I don't know the song.
Is that an STD thing?
No. No.
I'm going to ask him if he can do a PSA to all St. Louis people to stop doing woo at the baseball game.
I don't think he'd want that.
That's his thing.
And somebody's messaging in on the app, woo.
But when you see people do that at Busch Stadium, then they just laugh hysterically like it's the first time it's ever been done.
They were doing it at the Blues game on last Thursday.
Oh, God, is that annoying.
Yeah, I was about to put my finger in someone's chest.
And it's one of those sounds, have you noticed, like, you're obviously looking to see where its origin is, and you can't quite, it's that sound where you can't quite pinpoint where it's coming from.
No.
So it's crazy.
It's up there with Start the Wave guy.
The
which
wave
is
annoying.
the final boss of stadium guys, is the guy who's confident that he's going to get the wave started in your section.
No, the guy that pushing people away and barrels over him for a free extra large T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the guys.
Yeah. That's final boss.
That's a personality trait there.
Your thoughts on who is the boss? 314-881-8625. Tony Danza text will not be read. It's the Engineer Design Facilities text inbox. And, Doug, they're offering something up to incentivize you to work with them at EDF. And you're saying,
what's that?
Well, what could they possibly have? Well, I'm going to read it directly from my phone. This is the copy. I read what's sent to me from the advertisers. And I read, any hot commercial property managers out there? Mm-hmm. All commercial property managers that email EDF, and the email address is fire@edf-rg.com, and schedules a free evaluation of their fire system and lets us submit the most competitive and competent is key, contract to service their property's fire alarm systems between now and Friday. We'll enter a drawing for 4 all-inclusive tickets to a Blues game in March in the Bull and the Bear Club, full top-shelf bar included, and parking pass. For the firms that do not win the Blues tickets, you'll be gifted a $50 gift certificate to Olive and Oak. Come let us put out your fires, dirty little boys.
Oh, that's a rare commercial copy right there.
I think advertising agencies in 2021 were starting to direct people to have advertisers flirt with their potential customers.
It makes sense, yeah.
And so that's what Engineered Design Facilities has done. They're online at edf-rg.com. Email them, fire@edf-rg.com, and you could win 4 tickets, all-inclusive, to an upcoming Blues game in the month of March. And then even if you don't win, you get that $50 gift certificate to Olive and Oak.
And when someone calls you boy, do you feel like they're flirting with you?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends on the tone.
How are you, boy? That's a flirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if
now
you're not
advertisers-
interested in sleeping with me, you would just say, how are you, sir?
Sir.
Sometimes when Deke Doden emails me, he just starts it off, boy, comma.
So we haven't played his mic drop on 101 ESPN yet, but I see it's in the Fun with Audio today.
Yeah, it's certainly more for TM. I mean, I don't know if we'll
Let's try it, Doug. You want to try it out here?
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll
I was
try
going to say, let's
We
hear
haven't
it.
played any mic drops yet. I know Larry Nichols is still in storage as well.
I don't think it is. I looked for it today and I couldn't find
Well,
it.
Caller Cal, we played his, and it was more of a test 1-2, test 1-2.
You think Randy and Michelle heard it and said we need this on our show?
Yeah, I think they stole our mic drop. I think if we played this Deke mic drop on 101, we wouldn't make it out of it. They would pull us before the show ended.
Wow. All right, Doug, well, let's take a listen.
You can't trust this fella.
All right.
There's a reason he's been
Oh, wow,
suspended,
it's 45
suspended
seconds.
indefinitely.
Perfect.
My wife's father, Bill, is a passionate sports fan. And yesterday, he told me he had so many hot sports takes building up inside of him that he wanted to come over after supper and just release those sports takes all over my chest.
Oh,
He came in hot, saying that this new Cardinals manager is too young and inexperienced and is not set up for success. I disagreed with him, so he ripped my shirt off and pressed his cold, dark hands against my nipples, and my pant started to take on water. We kissed. We shared passion and a platter of asparagus. His waste pond formed our bond. Think about it.
He wanted that.
That's more
He
of
wanted that bird on 101.
Yeah, it'll go well over there.
It's so good.
It's not that good.
It's like an NPR. If NPR went dark.
The delivery is wonderful.
Can you
The
go
content is also choice.
Can you do that on your show, Balloon Party, and then go live and then just scroll all of the text messages?
Oh, God.
That seems inappropriate. And this is why he was been suspended, fellas, indefinitely.
All it was a conversation about the Cardinals manager and his age. That's all it was.
Yeah, it's
More
honestly.
to it
And then a
good.
plate of asparagus.
Form their bond.
Correct.
I don't know. A lot of it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, his pants started to take on water.
Right.
Why would you have a platter of asparagus?
Because you're talking about Ollie Marmol.
See, I don't get it.
Now you got to tie it together.
I feel like asparagus now.
With some brine?
Not brine, no.
Brian comes after.
I mean, you never feel like, boy, I wish I could have some asparagus right now, right? I mean, if it's
I do.
there with the dinner, you go, okay, that's fine. But you never say, gee, I'm hungry. I wish I had some asparagus.
If I had some asparagus right now, I'd eat it.
Somebody's going to bring in asparagus.
Do you bring in any shrimp or?
I don't cook till tomorrow.
Okay.
What are you cooking tomorrow?
I don't know, but we got to stop with the warming it up.
What about gefilte fish? What if I brought in some gefilte fish?
No, that's-
Oh, I think we should
Did
all
somebody
taste
pull
it.
you aside?
no, but I'm just guessing
Guessing what?
that they don't like the smell.
Well, I think that's been pretty transparent.
That's why I'm saying we probably shouldn't do it
Dig
anymore.
for that answer.
Place smelled like a fabulous restaurant.
That's why I think we probably shouldn't do it anymore. I
I
don't want
think the Rizzuto boys are somewhat amused by it. But
They
I
are.
think others
a little
are
bit
not.
further on down the hall, maybe not.
I think others
I
might
think
not.
jealous is what it is.
Yeah, maybe bring in some more, Iggy, and let the others enjoy it.
It's a good thing Jackson and I are balloon partying while this is going on.
Right.
Well, I'm gone, so I don't know. I don't know what Doug does when he warms it up. I'm gone.
I put it in the microwave for about 40 seconds and pull it out and eat it.
Now, what I'd like to
Throw it
do
away and go home.
after the show, if we can work this out, is just bring in a couple of hot plates
Oh.
after the show,
Nice.
and I'll cook for everybody. I'll bring in we can get some like raw filet, some asparagus, some other things, and I'll just sit back there and cook for people that want. Iggy, I'll take a filet medium rare coming up, and I'll just cook for people.
But they're doing radio.
I would love to do that. Well, not on radio, but just for the staff. I'll cook for the staff.
Place
For everyone
burns down.
For everyone who works here?
I'll be live in the kitchen. Whoever, just come in and give me your order. This is what we have today. I have some lamb chops. I have some filet. I have some strip steak. I have some shrimp dijon. What do you want? And I'll just cook to order.
Make lunch
for everybody that wants. I would do that.
Who's going to pay for the meat?
Not I.
I didn't think
I'll
you-
cook.
Said the fly.
Or I do it in the summertime. I'll put a grill out there and I'll cook for the staff.
You can catch some ditch carp and bring it in and cook that up.
Look, you eat it every Thursday. When have I ever brought in ditch carp?
Well, I don't know. I thought something tasted like ditch carp.
No.
Most of it's
Everything
very
you've eaten
good.
has said, God, this is tremendous.
It
You've
is
never
really
said,
good.
oh, this is
No,
ditch
you
carp.
can cook. I'll give you that.
I'm in the YouTube chat, Doug. Just are you watching it as well?
I'm not.
225 fine people watching youtube.com/TMASTL. More than 3,000 have subscribed. Come on in. The water is warm. And there is a theory that Dotem is Jackson. I guess the voices kind of sound similar, but I have to tell you, for those of you who are theorizing, we have met Dotem.
Yes.
Yeah.
He wears a French fry bucket
He's
hat.
amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
He loves America. I mean, this guy loves America.
We've even met his dad, who's, very disappointed in his son. But
Dennis Dotem.
Hoping for better things.
Dennis and Denise Dotem raised a son named Deke.
Well, I don't remember his name being Dennis. But we played golf with him.
Yep. Great ball striker. Henrik Stenson of St. Louis.
I would call him a shot maker.
Nice.
Now, they're both kind of deadpan in their delivery and kind of nondescript, but we know Dotem, we know Jackson, we know they're not the
Jim
same
Hayes
people.
was telling me on the way to the
Remix.
Jim Hayes was telling me on the way to the ballpark. Wanted me to pass along a note from the Dotem family. He met Mr. and Mrs. Dotem and their son Deke, and they want to say hi to family and friends back home in St. Louis. And that's from the Dotems.
Was that in spring training, I hope?
That was a game in Colorado.
Oh.
Those games tend to get out of hand, and Dan needs to fill a little time.
I wonder how many people caught that.
I would say, what do you think, 70% of the audience?
No. 2%, 1%.
Danny Mac's going out of his mind.
Tim, I got a reservation for Friday at Olive and Oak for the wife and I. Hopefully Iggy's couples dinner is that night. If anyone wants to diddle my wife or me between courses in the bathroom, let me know. Per COVID restrictions, only 4 people may enter us at a time. Thanks. That's from the 636.
At a time.
No, we're not going until Anna Marie has the baby, and Tim and Anna Marie feel comfortable leaving the house with a babysitter and come out to dinner.
We have a doctor's appointment today, and we can essentially pick which day the baby is going to be born.
Oh.
Any pro tips on that? Is there any day that is better to have a baby?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Iggy, anything that's better for you?
I've never had a child.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about, is there a day that would be better for you?
To go to dinner?
No.
For you to have your baby?
Yeah.
For us as a
Well, I don't know.
right.
Why? Am I the godfather? Do I need to be there?
Yeah, would you like to be the godfather?
Sure.
I guess the best day would be Friday, so
Don't
you'd
do
have
that
the
to the
weekend off and not worry about work. Not that you'd worry about work.
Yeah,
anyway.
Friday at like noon.
Okay.
Gives you time to get out of here.
No.
And then have the baby, and then you got all weekend to kind of recuperate, bring the baby home, and
It's not a bad
maybe
idea.
take Monday off.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I don't want to take a lot of time off. Even though now there's all these paternity...
Yeah. You can take a certain amount of
That's the word
time
I'm
off
looking
for
for.
the
Policy,
father.
paternity policies.
Yeah.
Yeah, as the father, you get time off.
At
Doug,
Channel
you took 4 weeks off
I used
when
to get
Greg
about
Glenn was...
I used to get about an hour and a half off. You can go to the hospital. Hurry up, come on, we got to get that soundbite. But now I think the women at Channel 4 they get like 3 months, 3 or 4 months. Very generous.
But the gentlemen get
The gentleman
time
gets
as
some
well.
Time, yeah.
And they should, because, it's not fair to the woman just having the baby, have to take care of it all day by herself. The husband likes to help out, and I know some dads can't wait to get out of the house because of the crying, so they're happy to get back to work. Just from some fathers I've known.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's some businesses that can't hardly afford to lose an employee for 3 months, or in the case of the father, several weeks. That could be a real hardship on a small business. I don't know what the answer is to that.
Eric in the Central West End has some advice. He says, pick a day in which you look the hottest, in which your body is the tightest. You have to look cute in the post-delivery pictures.
Any day ending in Y with you, Tim.
Nice. Text of the
Beat
day
you,
from Doug.
Iggy.
Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Doug's Glue Guzzler. Iggy, this girl showed up on my threesome app. Look familiar. 31-year-old bisexual named Kayla?
I don't know. I can't see it.
Is that insinuating that you are on a threesome app? Is a 31-year-old bisexual named Kayla?
I don't know. I haven't seen the picture. You said she showed up on my app.
Well, I
Look
mean,
familiar.
either you're on a
Well, I'm
threesome
not on
app
it.
representing yourself as a 31...
No, I'm not.
The picture shouldn't be the determining factor to the answer.
Says she's 145 miles away, so she's like in what, Boonville?
Ooh, hotbed
Something
of
like
threesomes.
that. Yeah.
Can I go out to Boonville to get this lady?
That's not a bad drive.
Maybe about Cape. No, maybe Springfield.
Cape's only about 100 miles.
Yeah. Springfield.
Dalhousie. What a track, Doug.
Yeah.
No, I'm not on any threesome app.
It's a miss.
I can't even figure out the apps I have.
Jackson, are you on one?
No. I think you don't. Can you just be a solo on a threesome app?
Doubtful.
Or do
Well,
you-
if you're pretending to be a bisexual female, yeah.
Okay.
Doug's Glue Guzzler says to show Iggy. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who
Hi,
that person
Kayla.
is.
How are you?
There's Kayla. Maybe she'll join us in studio. I don't know who this
I
is. Am I
doubt
supposed to know who this is, nurse?
I don't know who it is.
Who sent it to you?
Doug's Glue Guzzler.
Why? You thought that was Iggy?
Keeps saying that Iggy knows who it is.
I don't. If that was me, I'd never leave the house.
That wasn't the girl that came to your apartment, was it? The listener?
Hell no.
It looked kind of like that, didn't it?
No.
Here, I'll show you again. Here's another picture. Doug's Glue Guzzler's insistent that you know her.
I don't know her.
I've never seen this.
One was
yet.
blonde hair, and this one's got brown hair.
How would you know a 31-year-old girl from Boonville?
Yeah, I don't know.
You got some real explaining to do.
Me? I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't post the picture.
No, but he insists you know her.
DGG's like pissed that we
Yeah,
don't know
let's
who
just
this is.
call in 636-900-4TMA. While he's calling in and figuring this whole thing out, Doug's going to tell us about our title sponsor. Now, I've got his name is Ryan Kelly, and I've got him online
That's
at
who he is.
thehomeloanexpert.com, and I've got it, Jack.
Pop me down, Plowsy.
He's the mortgage lender's mortgage lender. I think if you're running a mortgage company, you'd say, hey, I don't care. I'm going to Ryan Kelly because that's where the best loans are going to be. Sure. You know the old saying, new year, new mortgage, and it's never rang more true than now. Mortgage interest rates are sitting near all-time historic lows, and home values skyrocketing. There's never been a better time to look at a refinance. The team at the Home Loan Experts can lower your interest rates, maybe save you a few $100 a month, and maybe you can pull out some cash, pay off high-interest credit cards, or make those home improvement projects a reality. Apply online today at thehomeloanexpert.com. If you're just thinking about buying a home, if you thought the real estate market was hot last year, just wait. It's only January, and the Home Loan Expert team has pre-approved a record number of borrowers looking to buy a home. The market is hot, hot, hot. The competition going to be fierce. So if you're thinking about buying a home this year, call the Home Loan Expert team. Get pre-approved today with the 5-minute loan approval, only available at thehomeloanexpert.com. And don't forget, if you qualify as a veteran, you can get that hero loan. You can buy a house with no money down. You can cash out, refinance up to 100% of your home's appraised value. That's pretty sweet. At heroloan.com, they cover your appraisal and close your VA loan in as little as 14 days. Whether you're refinancing a loan or buying a new home, visit heroloan.com. Thank you, Ryan Kelly. Thank you, Sir Mortgage.
It is the Munganest 7 o'clock hour. StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com, and we will have our Munganest Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown coming up tomorrow. Iggy with a big win this weekend. So Doug and Iggy split the Hawaii series. And, well, Doug, off to Palm Springs we go.
Good field.
And pretty good field for a tournament that oftentimes lacks it. So that'll be tomorrow. It's all presented by Munganest, the sponsor of our 7 o'clock hour. They're online at stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. The great Jamie Burkhardt and Clayton Patterson, loyal listeners of this presentation and very happy to help our audience. Whether you're looking to buy a new car, whether you're looking to lease a new car, whether you're looking to buy a pre-owned car, whether you're looking to lease a pre-owned car, and whether you are looking to get your car repaired, contact Munganest, stlouisacura.com, look at their selection, or email me, T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com, and I will connect you with them. And now all of a sudden, you got the hookup. You got the hookup. I catch you in the line. Our eyes lock, and I walk you to the front of the line. And I say, here, let me take care of you. You just make sure you take care of me later.
Oh.
This 2022 Corolla is just unbelievable.
Tell me about your rims.
Well, this morning, I get out there, there's frost on the windshield, and start it up, turn on the defrost, go inside, come out, everything's cleared, toasty in the car, just tremendous. And you don't even know it started. It's a hybrid, so you start it. And
Dude, I did it.
God, did this start? Is it going? Because it makes no noise.
Oh, yeah, they're great. My Toyota Highlander, same way. You don't even know what's on.
Munganest boys are the best.
But you got to be careful starting a car and going back inside. Car got stolen in my neighborhood this week.
Wow.
Someone did that.
I lock it. I start it, I lock it. I go inside, I unlock it. It's still running.
Yeah.
Nobody can get in there.
Well, unless they were to throw a brick through the window.
Well, then nothing I can do starting the car, not starting the car. They can still throw a brick through the window.
Yeah, but if they don't have the key, they couldn't drive it away.
No, it's a pretty safe neighborhood.
All right.
Can I tell you what I just did, guys?
Well, sure.
I'm actually pretty proud of myself. So we have this. I need the pot for Adobe up at all time for drops and whatnot, but that also brings up the notifications on the mail and Outlook because of the app. I changed the sound in the settings to the Stingray meow.
Oh, okay.
So every notification now is a Stingray meow. So I'm trying to test it, and I think it did work.
So if we get an email right now, it's going to be...
Yeah, if you want to send something from
via the app? Is that the deal?
Via the app, that's where the notification sound happens. I think I did it right. I'm pretty proud of myself if it does work.
Seems like
That's
it,
super funny. All right, I got you.
Okay.
So someone might be in like a hot take, and then the meow will just drop.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to it.
Yeah, right.
Certainly during an interview.
Praising Munganest.
Meow. I think it worked.
Pop me back down.
All right.
It's like Producer Joe and the Button Me.
Button Me.
Button Me. How low is your benchmark if you're excited that your car starts in the morning? Thanks. That's from the Hills Have Thighs.
Well,
it is a huge thing.
Did you know about the car I had for like the last 6 years? That piece of crap.
Is Doug's Glue Guzzler on the line?
I think there's somebody on the line.
Doug, this is Doug's Glue Guzzler.
Okay.
Good morning, Doug's Glue Guzzler.
Glue? Hello? Glue? No.
Oh, it didn't work.
No, not there either.
Nurse? Doug, I hear somebody. Don't you hear the nurse?
Are you there, Gluey?
Is he potted up? I don't see him pot up.
Is there a pot?
Yeah, it's potted.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought it would work, and it didn't. And now everybody's testing it.
It doesn't
I'm
work.
pretty sure this is.
It's the all-new Morning After STL
Okay, I
app.
got it.
There's got to be a way to turn that off without.
There's a way to turn
Who's
it
on
off.
the line? I hear somebody breathing. Does anybody hear my nurse breathing?
I don't.
I'm sure that's
Larry,
me.
yeah.
Are you there, Gluey? No, he's not there.
Come on, Glue, you're there.
Is
We hear
Larry
you
Nick?
breathing.
Larry, is that you?
Larry! All right, there he is.
God, man, this guy can go undercover.
Hello, Dixie.
How you doing, Doug?
Oh, I'm fine. You?
I'm doing great.
Larry, Ric Flair is going to be on this show tomorrow at 8:05.
Yeah.
Have you ever interviewed him yourself?
No, I was supposed to, but he had contract problems, so he had to cancel that interview I was supposed to have with him.
Well, I think we try to right a wrong and have you call in tomorrow and ask the Nature Boy a couple questions.
Okay.
All right, 8:05 tomorrow. You have anything going on?
Well, I'm going to be going to SLU, but I can try to call you on the way over there.
You're going to SLU?
Yeah.
SLU Hospital or
Enrolling?
University?
Hospital.
Oh, you all right? You okay?
I'm going to be having a procedure done there for endoscopy with the ultrasound.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So what
Thank
time
you.
is that? We want to have you on, but if you can't do it, we completely understand.
I can do it.
Okay, Doug, 8:05, Larry Nickel and Ric Flair talking it over.
Two heavyweights in the business,
Yeah,
for sure.
Two of the greats right on our presentation.
Yes.
One is probably the preeminent journalist who covers, I almost called it a sport, who covers the, what do you call it, entertainment. And the other, maybe the greatest entertainer
I know
of
a
all
sport,
time.
Doug.
Okay.
Sport, Doug, it's a sport.
Well, not really.
Jackson, can you imagine if we had this sound going on during balloon party and what the text line would look like?
Dude, this should be working.
Why isn't it working?
I mean, I think there would be somebody at the studio by 10:30 who listens, just
With
ready to finally
pitchforks.
take me out.
Oh, God, I'm laughing so hard. Son of a...
And the audience now will just keep sending these things in via the app.
Dude, it's like says it's set to the Stingray meow.
Well, Lousy, I'm close to it. If I'm close to technology, it ain't working.
Larry, your vibrator went off.
It didn't. My vibrator didn't. I don't have any vibration.
Oh, okay. We almost had an admission there.
But anyway,
Right.
since I'm on the air, let's just go ahead and do the WWE wrestling recap.
All right.
Sponsored by the Bo Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted, my friends.
Plowhawk just gave out a Tiger Woods 2008 fist pump when that Stingray meow works. So you think it's fixed now?
It is.
Woot, woot.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, Larry.
All right, Larry, why don't you go ahead with your report?
Yeah.
Larry,
What? Yes, Doug.
go ahead
I'm
with your
talking.
report.
Okay. Last night was the next to last Monday Night Raw before the 2022 WWE Royal Rumble that is going to take place in St. Louis at the Dome America Center. And the main event was Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins. And both combatants are going for championships at said pay-per-view. Lashley's going for the WWE title.
Yeah.
Rollins for the Universal title.
Okay.
And Seth Rollins lost by disqualification.
Oh, no. At the end of the report?
And-
Oh,
What was that, Doug?
I thought you were done.
No.
Okay.
The reason why Seth Rollins lost by disqualification because Bobby Lashley's former associates in the Hurt Business came out and jumped Bobby Lashley from behind.
Oh, gosh. Didn't see that coming.
Neither did Bobby Lashley.
No, I bet he didn't.
Nice, Larry.
And also the kickoff said presentation last night. There was a tag team match between Becky Lynch and Doudrop, which by the way they face off against each other for the Raw Women's Championship at the pay-per-view on the 29th. They will take it on the team of Bianca Belair and Liv Morgan. And, of course, Becky Lynch and Doudrop won. With Doudrop performing a maneuver that was first done by the late, great Yokozuna called the bonsai drop off the second rope.
Oh.
Sick.
This is the woman that weighs 300 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, was that it, or is there something more we should know?
Well, that's it for now.
Okay. You going to the Royal Rumble? Do you have your tickets?
Yeah, I am going to the Royal Rumble with the friends that got the GoFundMe going for me to get to WrestleMania.
Oh, great, great. Okay, well, that'll be fun for you.
Yes, it will.
This is at the Dome. Will they put They won't put 60,000 in there, will they? No.
Well, they said they can seat that much, but we'll have to wait and see. And I hope a certain person from either Channel 2, Channel 4, or Channel 5 will come and cover it.
Well, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Who do you doubt it, Doug?
Well, I don't know that they even let the media in. They don't want the media in there.
It's good exposure.
They should.
It's a TV show. Media would just get in the way.
All the good interviews.
Yeah, certain people at those three stations can come in and talk about the event, interview some people, and then recap what they just did and send it back to the people at the new stuff.
Huh, you a news director somewhere?
Oops.
You have some experience
No.
in the industry?
Plaza, you did a Man on the Street stuff, didn't you? There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I did Man on the Street. I think Larry was
that's
there.
right.
And we had that, God, who was that? The Undertaker lookalike who was very terrifying.
I think we might dip back in that well.
I did know that well 1,000, if not one of the pay-per-views.
Yeah, my guess is that Undertaker guy is doing a stint.
You think he's doing time somewhere?
He had a vibe, man.
Larry, do you have the top 5 countries in the world available?
Yes, I do, Tim. Thanks for asking.
No problem.
And, of course, honorable mention is Russia and South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 will be Croatia.
That's a new one.
Number 4 will be Mexico.
Okay.
Number 3 will be United Kingdom. Number 2, Canada. Number 1, United States of America.
Okay. That was an interesting top 5.
It was.
Usually not
a bad little top
Russia
5.
Wasn't on there.
Look, how many times have we
It was
seen
over
all
South
3
Korea.
of the NAFTA nations in the top 5? I know you track these top 5s for your investments.
North American Treaty, Free Trade Treaty,
The
Free Trade
UK.
Alliance, whatever it is, Mexico, Canada, U.S.
I thought it was a good one. Canada number 2.
Well, I wouldn't put Russia in the top 5 countries.
They got others receiving votes.
Okay.
Let's hear.
Yeah, what Doug's trying to say is that NAFTA is the North American Free Trade Agreement.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And that no doubt swayed this list that you just put together.
Yeah.
Because you're all about free trade.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Larry, God bless you, and God bless these United States of America.
Yeah, God bless America and stay posted, my friend.
There he is,
Okay,
Larry
Nixie.
Nickel, presented by The Post Sports Bar and Grill. You can watch the Plowhawk navigate these emails on YouTube at youtube.com/TMASTL. So you thought you had it a couple times, but unfortunately...
Like, I'm in the Outlook settings. I go to advanced settings.
Yeah. Then what?
And then I have the reminders, play show reminders, and it gives you the option to browse files to play for your reminder sound.
And that's what you're doing now.
It is on the
Well-
Meow Stingray drop.
Reminder sound is different than notifications, though. I can come help you in the break.
Nice.
Okay, that's good. That's good knowledge.
Knowledge is power. It's my credo. Penny save, penny earn. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm in deep. I'm in deep.
Okay.
Dear Deidre, my wife had sex with 2 of her exes at the same time with my permission. But I'm furious.
And why are you writing?
Because she had a repeat session without me.
Oh, there you go.
She has always been very supportive of my kinks and has invited her female friends into our bedroom for threesomes. So when she shared her fantasy that she wanted to have sex with 2 different men while I watched, I agreed. Iggy, is that a...
That's a cucking. It's a double cucking.
If there is berating.
Only if there's berating.
So she is having sex with 2 of her exes in front of this gentleman, and it's not a cuck.
He has agreed to it.
Huh?
But if one of those gentlemen turn around and says, "You loser," it's a cuck.
It's a cuck.
Just like that. All right.
Just like that.
I'm finally starting to understand this.
If they keep their mouths shut, they're okay.
Yeah, because he gave permission to get. What, she had 2 guys?
2 of her exes.
Yeah, so he gave her permission, so he's okay with it. So, Plowsy, I'm correct, right? There's no cuck.
We don't know. We don't have a definition.
I don't.
You're
think,
busy working on that. I'm sorry.
No, I gave up. Actually, somebody sent in a picture of their beer belly, so I kind of got distracted.
Hot.
I think berating is not mandatory for a cuck.
So in this case, is this a cuck?
If there's, my thing is that there's no potted plant
Potted plant is
and
required.
or berating, I think it's not a cuck.
What about dunce cap?
I think that is in that same wheelhouse. If you're wearing a dunce cap, you're berating the person. I don't think there's.
I mean, we'll give you a couple definitions on TikTok. Why don't we do that? We'll do a TikTok where we give a couple of definitions.
You're
of
really
cucking.
going into this TikTok.
I didn't want to do it because I knew it would get me, and now I'm.
I guess I gotta create a TikTok account now.
Well, I just got it. I got it so I could follow the TMA one. But now that I see it and I watch all these videos, they're hilarious, and I'm saving all of the audio that I can use if I want to do it. I can just use that audio and do my own.
Once you get past it's for kids, it's just dancing, you actually learn that TikTok's pretty cool. And
I just picture people like housewives yearning for attention that they're not getting from their husbands, posting dance routines.
I think that's what it started doing, but now
that's why they founded the app.
People are getting innovative with it. Well, I think it was just for the
dance routine.
The people that wanted to get attention. Look at me, I'm dancing, woohoo! And now people are finding ways to have fun with it.
Right, but there's certainly corners of TikTok. There's great golf TikTok. Golf TikTok is great.
Oh, the cooking TikToks are the best, though.
Right, there's a ton of so versatile.
Tim, this would be a great use of the live poll feature on the app. Cuck or not a cuck. That's right. There's a live poll feature on the app.
Want me to try to make one?
Yeah.
All right.
That can be our first poll, Doug. Cuck or not a cuck.
Okay.
How do you get to that poll feature, Jackson?
I don't know. I'll have to navigate that. Similar to
looking at it.
Plowsy navigating the notification thing.
That's correct.
Man, I thought I had it. Super disappointing.
Let's see. I'm 45 and she is 43. This is my second marriage. We arranged for her 2 exes to come over. I didn't mind, as they had been more flings than proper relationships, and we all had a great time. My wife got to experience her dream, and she was really happy with the way things turned out, as was I. God. It wasn't my fantasy, but I enjoyed being able to give her what she wanted. That night, one of her exes slept in our bed with my wife wedged in the middle as the other ex slept in the box bedroom next door. Doug, the box bedroom.
What is that? What's a box bedroom?
English something, I don't know.
Yep.
Box bedroom.
Spare bedroom, probably.
The next morning, when I woke up, I realized I was the only one in the bed.
Oh, no.
Then I heard giggling and groaning coming from the box bedroom. When I walked in, they were having another session, only I hadn't been invited.
That's a cuck.
Now that's a cuck.
That's a cuck. He didn't know what was happening. She went behind his back for a second sesh. That's a cuck.
I think a box bedroom is like a storage room in England.
Well, that's a nice place to sleep.
It's a good place for an MMF.
Spare bedroom.
She called me in and asked me to join, but I wasn't in the mood by then and was confused and angry. She can't see what she has done wrong and explained that she didn't want to wake me. She said they were only doing what they had done the night before. But there was a major difference. I wasn't included. We promised that we would always share our kinks with each other.
There you go.
If she could do this, it made me wonder what else she's done behind my back.
Now these are the Kennedys involved in this.
That's correct.
I wouldn't
Okay, I'm hearing the Kennedy accent.
Deidre's got an explanation on the whole thing. Some couples who are very secure in their relationships do manage to open up their sex lives to other people successfully, but they always stick to their own code. Your wife wasn't trying to go behind your back, but by not actively involving you, she has made you question her and, in turn, the strength of your relationship. It would be far better to talk and think about your fantasies together rather than act them out. As you're finding out, you are taking a risk involving others in your sex life. Inviting others in opens up your relationship to jealousy and upset. Now, that's interesting. Upset was used as a noun there.
Mm-hmm.
Is upset used as a noun?
I didn't care for it.
Oh,
No, it was
okay.
used, yeah.
If you are adamant you still want to involve others, you both need to agree to be respectful to the other's boundaries. I'm sending you my support pack, threesomes, which will help you both consider the risks you are taking by involving others in your relationship. It's great counsel.
You
and
almost
this
feel
Deidre.
like this is all about selling that damn support pack.
It's free.
It is?
Dodom's got a few of them.
Yeah, you just ask for one, she'll send one, or she'll make one up, and she'll get it to you.
Has anyone actually seen this girl?
No, it's not a girl.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's what
think she
thought.
writes as Sally Land.
No, there's a.
There is a Deidre?
Yeah, she's been on their Good Morning America and kind of answers these
Strahan?
things live.
Wow, they're
No,
really
like
George
digging them.
Stephanopoulos, Doug?
like
Robin Roberts?
The British version of it.
Okay.
Still reaching for stories.
Guys, there's a whole community on TikTok of cucking. If you search swingers talk, lots of good content. That's from Joshy Tuna.
Yeah, but they don't have a. Those are the people that don't understand what cucking is. Unlike me and
We
Iggy.
don't understand it. We've been trying for years to figure it out.
We've told you what it is.
Yeah,
we can't settle on a
There's
definition.
only 2 cuckings.
We've painted a pretty good picture of what it is.
I don't know.
This guy got cucked. He didn't get cucked first, but then he got cucked when she went behind his back into the box place.
Guys, TikTok is the best because of the young hairless boys dancing. Thanks, it's from the 314.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of gay stuff on there, which I love. Like a lot of gay couples.
Why would you love that?
There are a few
You clip
people.
that off for yourself.
There are a few people that live in the villages who are homosexuals that are very popular on that account or on
really?
TikTok. Yeah.
The Villages is like one of the fastest growing cities in America.
Oh, it's
Why
unreal.
don't we move down there and do a
It's
remote?
unreal.
Iggy, you been in there?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, you have been to the Villages?
Yeah. It's a nice little community.
It's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you drive,
it's
I
its
guess
own
I-
city now.
I drive down, I think once you get to Orlando, you go on the turnpike to get to Jupiter, if I'm not mistaken. And there is a bridge, and it's in huge letters, the Villages.
Yeah.
Like it's not a subdivision, it's a...
No, it used to be just a little community for old people to go down, and then they got all the STDs down there.
Right.
And then everybody wanted to start moving down there. And it became
Because of the STDs.
It became its own city. It used to just be like a retirement community. Hey, join the Villages retirement community today. People playing, you saw these videos, old people playing tennis and having dinner and cocktails.
Yeah.
And then they opened it up where you only got to be like 50 to move in there now. And it's its own city. It's the Villages, Florida.
I've heard both reviews. I've heard people have been there saying it's really great. It's fun. People are active and they're playing pickleball and they're outside and driving the golf carts everywhere. It's like a college for old people. Then I've heard people say it's just everyone's just kind of crazy and
Crazy in what way?
well, I guess like swingers, like what Iggy said. I heard that about it too. I don't know that makes it bad, but
Well, that's
somebody I know
makes
went
it
down and
naughty.
did not enjoy it very much.
Well, I mean, it was all the older people that were mostly in their 60s and 70s moving down there. And then they became their own little city,
Yeah.
and they let 50s in there. And now
The 50s have ruined
the
it.
50-year-olds go down there and just the 70-year-olds are upset because the 50s are running the place now. So the old 70-year-old dudes
They're
have no
kids.
shot because the 50 or the younger people are coming down and taking all the old ladies.
Well, usually when you get into the 70s, it's about 80% women and about 20% men. The husbands of many of them have died by that point.
Well, these are a lot of married people, not singles coming down, but the 50-year-old single guys are coming down, and they're getting their pick of the litter.
I think the smell there would be
Hmm.
hot.
You think single 50-year-old men are looking for 70-year-old women? I don't. I think they're looking for 30-year-old women.
No, I don't know.
Well, you don't move to the
I
village.
think I agree with Doug.
Well,
In a
yeah,
major
looking.
way. You ever been to Napoli?
But I don't think you have to be overly wealthy to live in the villages.
No.
So
You
if
do
you're
not.
50 going down there and you're good looking compared to some of these 75-year-old dudes, you're going to get the old ladies that are rich.
But they don't want the old ladies.
If they're rich, they do.
I think we need to take a tour. We go Villages,
Yeah.
Hedo,
Yeah.
and then what's that swingers trailer park they made down in Louisiana? I think we go to that one last.
Well, we're
Oh,
supposed
Doug,
to
we
get
got a lot
that
of
guy-
remotes.
We were supposed to get that guy on, I thought. And he never
Somebody get a
called back.
bus.
Holly Hills Hustler is not happy. He says, Iggy, it is 100% a cock. She cheated on him still, even though he knew about it. This is in reference to the dear Deidre.
The first time? The second one, yeah, because she snuck off out of his bed.
So you agree that she was cheating there?
There, yeah, but the first time he said, and I was ready for it. I gave her permission, and it was something I wanted to see too. I wanted to make her happy, so I watched.
But he's saying that the Holly Hills Hustler, I think, is saying that was
cheating scenario.
How's it cheating when she asked and he said yes? That's not cheating. If you know about it.
But then the next morning she asked and he said no. Is even that cheating? If she asked him to join in,
When did she ask?
Thank you.
She asked when he walked into the box room.
Well, she'd already banged the dude in another room. She was just trying to cover her tracks.
I think she was mid-bang.
Yeah. Hey, want to join us?
So at that point, is it a cuck?
That's a sympathy offer.
Because she went behind his
sympathy
back.
offer.
Yeah.
She went behind his back to have sex without telling him.
She didn't want to wake him.
But her premise was, I'm just doing what we did last night, so how am I out of line?
All right. Well, I know a swingers couple that a single guy met them at Hito and hooked up, and then he went out of town when they got back to St. Louis, and she called and said, come on over, and he came over, and they had sex. She told the husband because she felt guilty. She goes, this is cheating. This isn't what swingers do. I should have called him and said, hey, he's coming over tonight. Do you mind? I didn't do that. We cheated. And the husband was livid. He called the guy and said, I'm going to beat your ass.
Oh, did he?
Oh, wow.
And the guy said, I apologize. I didn't know I was doing anything wrong. We did it down there on vacation. And he said, yes, but I was there. And I gave my wife permission. We were there. You can't do it behind my back without telling me. And that's what happened. That's what a cuck is.
See, I need to have the guy there in order for it to be a cuck, I think. At least for me.
This situation in England, I don't think it's a cuck. I think it was merely a situation of night holes turning to day holes.
Nice. That is really nice. That's actually accurate. That's the right answer. Day holes turn to night holes.
Mm-hmm.
Night holes turn to day holes. Ah, yes.
Yeah,
Holes.
I mean, if you're doing it at midnight and then you're doing it at 7, it suddenly changes. Everything's different at 7 in the morning than it was a few hours earlier.
It's just a night hole turned into a day hole.
That's all that it is.
I am tired.
Well, you should be.
But I just gave a demonstration on why that is cheating. For this guy to say, well, they did it before. They did the same thing the night before. Yes. But so did this couple. And then he went behind the guy's back and had sex with his wife. He can't say, well, we did it down there, so I can score whenever I want.
But this was a little different. The evening hadn't even really ended.
Well,
They're all still in the same
he's asleep.
place. It's not
And
like
won't-
somebody went out of town.
All right, well, why didn't you just have sex with him while the guy was still in the bed? Why did she sneak off to another
Didn't want to wake
box room?
Well, she wanted the other gentleman in the box room.
Yeah,
as well.
So that's cheating. She didn't say, honey, I'm going over to bang him. Do you mind? No, she just snuck over there and then tried to cover her tracks. I didn't want to wake you. My ass. That's cheating.
Don't get
Hot
upset
takes.
about this.
There's an exchange going on. Jackson's communicating with the texters now.
Good luck with that.
Patrick at Immaculata said, just tuning in, what am I listening to?
Well,
And then Jackson wrote back, man talk.
I like doing stuff
man,
like that. It's really easy to
notifications.
text back, so I like on certain things I do. I never berate the texters or get
Well,
mad.
that'd be a cuck.
Yeah,
But
when you say, what am I listening to, then obviously we're talking sex. So is that over your head?
No, this is man talk, baby.
Flip that off.
But I kind of like doing it. It's fun.
I agree with Iggy. That's cheating, not a cock.
Thank you. See, I think...
But it is a cuck. It's a regular cuck.
Oh, Lord.
Cheating is a cuck.
But why isn't there the definition of cheating if cuck is the same definition? I think there has to be a difference between the two. And
Otherwise, you wouldn't need both words.
I think the variable for me is the guy or girl. I mean, a girl can get cucked.
Cuck queen, Doug. It's called a cuck queen.
That's right.
And those people neither need to be in the room. They need to be behind something.
Potted plant.
Getting berated. Maybe they're even watching TV in the dining room or the living room while they're having sex in the dining room. I need some proximity to the sex. You don't have to be watching it, but you have to be in the same house, knowing that it's going on.
Well, cheating and cuckold are the same thing. That is the definition of cuckold, is being cheated on. You cuckolded me, or you cheated on me. It's the same thing.
You made me a
You
cuckold.
used it in a sentence, which was nice.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, well, in case it
Just by adding the word you and me.
It's like a spelling bee.
in case it ends up in a
And,
spelling bee.
period, like the dot.
John, here's your word. Cuckold. Could you use that in a sentence? You cuckolded me.
Wonderful.
Language of origin, or origin of language.
I don't know, Latin for cuckolded.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I had sex and now Dad is dead.
Just spell the word dork.
When I went to search cuckold, and one of my previous searches is
How'd that play on the
one of my
Hubbard computer?
One of my previous searches is cuckold news.
There's news on it.
They got their own They got their own cable news channel now?
They have the message board, I guarantee it.
Have they?
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Well,
imagine what goes on in that. Just a bunch of sorry saps talking about getting their...
Yeah.
Morning, guys. Are you horny? That's from the Ledoux Lemming.
Not really.
I just responded yes.
Jackson's really active now. It's like when you order something from InsideSTLShop.com and he leaves a little note for you.
Yeah, kind of like it's, listener engagement.
You're still doing that?
No.
You're done. You only did it for the holidays.
Right. British accent. Yes. I don't know what to say now. Like, happy Groundhog Day. Like, there's nothing.
That's coming up. It's coming up fast.
I love Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Doug, you look forward to Groundhog Day every year?
Not really. I always forget that it's here. And we talk about the movie a little bit, then we move on.
Andy
President's
McDowell.
Day. Yeah, Bill Murray.
She's a cute little thing.
Good.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good.
Her daughter was in what recent film starring Brad Pitt?
Can we have initials for the
Daughter
movie, please?
Was in what recent film directed by Quentin Tarantino?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's correct.
Oh, you didn't
Margaret
get the
Qualley, am I correct on that, nurse?
Yeah,
Is that right,
Margaret
nurse?
Qualley. She used to date Pete Davidson.
Oh,
It's
God.
Pete Davidson, Doug.
God, this guy. Ugliest guy in Hollywood.
I don't get it either.
Weirdest
Hung like a
dude,
Spanish fighting bull.
ugliest
That's the
guy.
key, man.
I don't think it is the key.
You don't think so?
No. No, there's something else going on there.
Can that be another live poll on the TMA app, Jackson? How's the live
I'm
poll
trying to
going with
figure
the cuck question?
I can't figure it out.
I mean,
Just
if he was the assistant manager at the local Burger King, I don't know how much pub he would get or how much tail he'd bring in.
No, he wouldn't.
Right, but you could be like the most best looking guy. You're not going to pull the women he's pulled if you're working at Burger King. Like Brad Pitt could work at Burger King and never been in the movie. He wouldn't.
Oh,
get
I
the kind
disagree. He'd be banging the GM for sure. At
Oh,
Burger King.
I agree.
Brad Pitt would.
I agree with that, but he wouldn't be dating, the ladies he's dated.
I bet he could. If you look like Brad Pitt, you could just show up at a party, even if you're a Burger King burger flipper, and girls are going to go after you.
Well,
think
that's
you're
the
good
life you led for many years.
Yeah, I wasn't as good looking as Brad Pitt, but close.
Pete Davidson is the same as every other guy you meet at every crack house.
Only a little creepier.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
What's
I don't
creepy
get it.
about him?
Just the way he looks. The way he acts.
It's not a generalization. I think people like him because he's so self-aware and self-deprecating, and he's funny. And
So am I. I'm getting nothing.
You're not that self-deprecating.
Oh, you know what we could do for video elements for the app is I could put on a wig and me and Iggy could demonstrate what a cuck is.
Doug, that's going to be wonderful.
That's what I want
We're
to
going
do.
to get hundreds
I
of
think-
thouses of views and become millionaires.
Jackson can sit in the
I didn't
corner
go
with a
that
dunce
far.
cap on, sucking his thumb.
why do I have to?
Jackson, I'm the one in the wig getting banged, so
I guess
take one for the
You
team.
don't have to take it that far.
Well, you can be the guy in the bed. I'm just trying to get somebody with some experience.
Man,
Because
that would
Jackson's
be
pure
fun.
as the driven snow?
We need to get a
Well, I
dunce
know he's
cap.
laid, but
Oh man, this
whatever you
could
feel
actually be
comfortable with.
fun.
I don't know. I'll sit in the corner with a dunce cap on, sucking
No,
my
you
thumb.
need to
I
be-
don't-
And then what, Plowsy's topping Jackson?
Yeah.
No. You need
Doug,
to.
where do you want to be in this?
I'll
100
really-
miles away.
I'm gonna get in character. So whoever's banging me, or I'm better get ready because
Michael
we're
Douglas.
gonna act it out.
I'd
You
rather
are
be-
not. You're not
I would rather
allowed to.
direct.
You can't do porn on TikTok, can you?
No.
Well, I'm talking with the clothes on, but I still will be very active.
So you're going to be an
Why?
aggressive bottom, dry humping one of your
Gentlemen?
coworkers?
And I still think the Hito thing with the back tat, me and Iggy going out there.
No, I'm never going to Hito.
I
We
don't
need
know,
4 in this TikTok, though, because I want to direct. Because I want to stop at a certain point and explain. Okay,
have a-
stop. Now, you see what's happening here?
Right.
He's over there getting berated,
Like
and he's
Zach
sucking
Morris.
his thumb. That is a cuck. All right, now let's
Phrase.
go to the non-cuck.
Doug, do you
Then
have
we
a problem with breaking the fourth wall?
I kind of, yeah.
I
Just
think
let it play out.
I think it'd be fun to do it in a really shady, one level style motel. You kind of.
I would suggest you not do it here at the radio station.
No, I would stay far away from that.
There's no box room here. Yeah, and then we'll do certain different cuck situations.
I think
I'll
your
stop it.
apartment, Iggy's got to be the location. It's about as sleazy a place as you can get.
Yeah, we can do it at my place. No, this,
Guys,
we'll figure it out.
the senile hall wanderer who interrupts everyone else's shows, microwaves fish in the break room, and begs for free stuff on the radio did not just say he's self-aware. Thanks, Mr. Slave. Guys, we're soon approaching the moment on YouTube where Doug and the microphone will align in an orally fantastic union with the shadow.
There is a silhouette.
Sun's out today, so.
Coming up again. I better shut the.
I opened up yesterday because it was cloudy, but.
It's like a sundial when the microphone reaches Doug's mouth.
Yeah, Doug had the mic right in his mouth. And
It's
the silhouette
finally
in the
time
back.
for coffee.
Okay.
Well, you opened them the wrong way.
No, I can see the shadow. I'm out of the shadows now.
I don't know. There's still a shadow behind you,
So
Doug.
you
and if
don't
you
care
move
about the
that
sun in
mic
my eyes?
No, I
another
don't care about the
foot-
sun of your eyes. It's about me.
Please stop the Outlook email alerts. I beg you, please stop. That's from Steve Klein's Dirty Hat.
I got them off now. I'm going to turn them off. I actually thought it was kind of funny during the Larry interview, I'll be honest with you.
It was very funny.
But I'll turn off the notifications. Again, I'm going to try to.
Why does Jackson keep saying there's no nudity on TikTok? He's wrong. It's from the Holly Hills Hustler. Holly Hills
You
Hustler's
can't
active.
be completely nude. You can be risque, no doubt. But there's like loopholes. Like I think if you're breastfeeding, you can be kind of nude.
I haven't seen a nude. I got a couple of things I follow that.
I bet you would.
Close to
yeah, he's definitely
Close to
Mr.
nude, but not
Skin
nude.
Right,
Not a-
exactly. You can be very risque, but sometimes they'll take you down. I've heard of people like that. Like they'll take down videos where it's a tad risque. But I think like if we're all topless, speedos.
Well, we're dudes. We can do that.
Yeah, we're going to be pushing the limits. We're going to be on the edge of that line. And I think the first video of demonstrating what a cuck is and isn't, I think is great.
Nice. It's going to be hot, Doug. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
I want to get my coffee.
Very, very hot. All of it.
Mr. Licks is not happy with the Orson Woods wacko. And I don't know what has caused it, but I know they're sideways. Orson Woods wacko needs to stop his classism. You can't look down on people when your liquid assets only include 1 comma. That's from Mr. Licks.
What is going on?
My gosh.
He just turned on his phone.
Is there a Bose sound system to that phone? Holy dear.
There is no nudes on TikTok. Hollywood Hills Hustler is a moron. That's from the angry old guy.
Man, we're going to
This
have
guy
a
is
brawl
not
up in here.
What's the problem, Jackson?
So this angry old guy knows the ins and outs of TikTok. color me surprised.
No, there's no nudity. If you get nude, you're going to get taken off of TikTok.
Well, they're almost naked, aren't they?
Well, yeah, just like everything. You can, on Instagram, you can skirt the boundaries a little bit.
Well, what if you have a boner in sweatpants?
Well, that's fine. You're not showing anything.
You have to be careful on the words you use too, especially in the caption.
Somebody's unhappy that Jackson hadn't put up the poll, and he responded, "Working on it, King."
I mean, I didn't even actually think that poll was a big deal, but now...
Well, we're done with the segment now. If you put it up now, is it a cuck or not a cuck? Well, what are you talking about?
Well, the problem is, I don't know how to put it up. So
Yeah, so now it would be a waste, so quit asking for the
clip that
poll.
off,
It's too late.
Beer Cats is not happy with Jackson this morning. Cards money line. Hey, virgin boy, let's stick to predicting how long it takes you to finish while watching Melvin Booker highlights and leave the football to the professionals. Capiche? That's from Beer Cats.
Professionals like you? Yeah, I was wrong. Do a victory dance. Who cares?
Wow, that's Jackson King. Yeah. Thank you, Doug.
And I'm pretty sure I went against you and said I love the Rams. I'm on such a heater right
Beer
now.
Cats now?
No, I'm just saying when you said that yesterday, I said I kind of like the Rams.
Did you put any action on it?
I did a little bit.
Did you really?
There
Look
you
at
go.
you.
Well,
There
you
you
know
go.
me, small taste.
Small taste.
Like a couple bucks.
Small taste turns into big taste, just like night holes turn to day holes.
Yeah. All right, it is 8:15, so let's wrap up our Monk and S 7 o'clock hour. You are welcome to send emails in for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today, which comes your way at 9:45. Right now, Vishnu and Randy Character. Huge lead over Glenn Gary, Glenn Gape, Timmy Tom, Brian Henson, and the JV golf coach. Send yours in the morning after at InsideSTL.com. And you are welcome also to text in to the Engineered Design Facilities text inbox 314-881-TMA5 and call in at 636-900-4TMA. And, of course, you can participate in the chat with all of the other fine listeners. 321 people watching right now. YouTube.com/TMASTL, and you can now download the brand new app, which is the Bee's Knees, the morning after STL, and participate in the fun and games there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2, the Potted Plant, TMASTL, the all-new TMASTL app, and, of course, on YouTube at youtube.com/TMASTL.
KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Your home for the morning after and TMA all day. Stream us live at youtube.com/TMASTL and at TMASTL.com.
Charlie just fell asleep. I looked over, Charlie had his head down like he's in
I'm not
fourth
feeling
grade.
great today, I'm not going to lie.
You got a temperature?
Big Al is furious with you for being mean to Mike Lee, by the way. It sounds like he wants to arm wrestle you.
I talk to Mike Lee every night at Fox 2. He calls like 37 times.
You have caller ID?
No, they just send it back, too.
I would suggest caller ID.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't answer the phone.
The phone is poison.
95% of the time.
The phone is poison at a TV station. If it's not some viewer with a bizarre question, then it's somebody from another station wanting about an hour of your time to go and do an interview for them because their guy who used to play college ball in their town is playing now for the Rams, and they would like you to send them all this stuff. The phone is poison.
It's either Mike Lee or Randy.
Yeah.
Randy calls and, hey, who's anchoring tonight?
Yeah. What do you think the Blues will do?
Hey, you gonna talk to the coach? Tell him good luck.
Think Sam Bradford will be back?
Tell him good luck.
Who won NASCAR?
He's always
Tell
doing
him good
NASCAR.
luck. I'm not going to tell anyone good luck.
He's always talking
I'm
NASCAR.
not going to see Kevin Harvick on my way home. Think the Cardinals make a trade? I don't know. They just made one.
Where'd Matt Kenseth finish?
Think Baylor will catch another touchdown pass? Don't know. Where's NASCAR race? Don't know that either. All right, tell him good luck. I'm not going to tell him good luck.
You know what, though? He's actually kind of sharp because sometimes I'll have a little fun with him and he'll say, like, who's pitching tonight? And I'll say Christy Mathewson. Like, oh, no, come on now, Trotter, come on.
Oh, he knows Christy Mathewson.
So because he picks up on that, you say he's actually pretty smart.
Well, relatively speaking to what you would think by this conversation, he actually, like, he knows the Cardinals' rotation.
No. Every night he calls. Every night. I think the Blues will do. I just don't know. Just watch and see. I really don't know. I think the Billikens got a good club. They're pretty young, but that's all I know. Well, tell them good luck. I will not tell anyone good luck. I'm not going to see any of them. I'm at a TV station. That's why I got your phone call. I won't be telling anybody good luck. Tell them your own damn self. These are the phone calls we have. The phone is poison at a TV station.
But I'm not joking when I say that 95%, this is over a 6 or 7 year sample size, 95% of all phone calls that ring in the sports office are Mike Lee or Randy. I'm not even kidding.
And the remaining percentage is a guy at another TV station who wants you to send him something, to stop what you're doing and do something for his show.
But he's not going to give you anything or pay you.
No,
I question the system right now.
Yeah, I've
True
questioned
story.
it for years and years.
In 6.5 years, I've never set up my voicemail because of that. If you want to get a hold of me,
professional stance.
No, I'm talking about on my work phone because no one calls. Yeah. Everybody has your cell phone. You have all your contacts there. Yeah. If the phone rings, it's like you said, it's bad.
Yeah. Just let it go if you can.
And it ain't good.
Let it go if you can. You know, we got it bad, and that ain't good.
Hey, guys, St. Gabe's 8th grade boys soccer playing in the county finals. Can you tell them good luck?
What a shock. What a shock that they got there. Let me guess, the games were played at Francis Park. With what? St. Gabe's officials. Boy, you get some home cooking down there. St. Gabe's is in the finals and everything. You don't even have to tell them good luck. They're going to get there.
You guys ought to start covering grade school stuff. Can you imagine that?
We've tried that.
Oh, did you really?
Once in a blue moon, we'd go out and do a Little League story where we heard somebody's, hitting 900 this year. And by the you can't get out of the car in the parking lot. Been 5 other parents. My son's on field 5. He threw a no-hitter. We won our game last year and won a tournament in Cincinnati. These kids deserve coverage. These kids are 7. Leave me alone. You covered them. Why don't you cover the girls' teams? What's wrong with it? Do you hate? Stop it! And we turn rear and we get out of there before we ever did the story we went there to cover in the first place.
I covered a Little League story like 2 years ago. It was a kid who threw both right and left-handed.
Oh, my word. Why do you hate girls? There's a girls' game on field 12. Why aren't you over there?
You're right. But that's the kind of Little League story. It has to have a hook like that.
Some Little League stories would be fun. They'd be kind of cute. People kind of like seeing that. But you can't get past the parents. My son's better than him. He played right field last week. You can't do a story on him. Leave me alone. Don't you people have concession stand duty at Afton someplace? Leave us be. We stopped going. We stopped going to the liquor store. You can't get past the parent factor.
Guys, you think the Rams will move? Hope not. Tell them good luck.
Tell them good luck. I'm not going to tell anyone good luck. Should we be making phone calls to these guys and say nothing but good luck? And have to say it in that accent. I don't want that to be my job.
This was probably about 5 years ago, but I remember listening to KMOX, or maybe it was 550 at the time, but after a game, Claiborne was doing the post game, and they're taking calls, and back-to-back calls were Jackie and then Randy. Nice. And afterwards, Claves was like, all right, I think we need to do a little better job screening these calls. But like Randy, I mean, it was the same type of thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Wayno. Is Wayno going to pitch tomorrow? We pitch him on 4 days rest?
What do you know about him? You think Lackey will be pretty good for us? I don't know.
And it's always like,
probably so.
Hey, you think Cardinals going to make a trade? Well, the trading deadline just ended.
Yeah.
Cardinals going to make a trade?
Any trades after that? No. Well, good luck. Stop that!
Have you ever told anybody good luck?
No, I refuse. Refuse to tell. Can you imagine going in the locker room and say, hey, Robert Quinn, good luck. I was just told to tell you that. Good luck.
What do you think he would do?
Get thrown out. They would revoke your credential on the spot. Don't tell us good luck.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. If you thought the real estate market was hot last year, just wait. It's only January, and we are pre-approving record numbers of borrowers looking to buy a home. The competition is going to be fierce, and if you're even considering, even thinking about buying a home this year, let's talk. Let's get you pre-approved today. The 5-minute loan approval, only available at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326240.
Celebrate your favorite team's touchdowns this year with Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. May their feet be swift and their aim be true. May the refs be forever in your favor and your whiskey always Tullamore Dew. Tullamore Dew, the original triple blended, triple distilled, smooth sipping Irish whiskey, made exactly for game day moments like these. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Please enjoy Tullamore Dew responsibly.
KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Your home for the morning after and TMA all day. Stream us live at youtube.com/TMASTL and at TMASTL.com.
Nards.
I get that. The lead singer is a lady, right?
No, a gentleman named Jimmy Somerville.
That's a guy's voice.
That's correct.
Forget that.
If you're watching on YouTube, you might notice Iggy's not here.
I think that's par for the course.
The breaks aren't long enough for him.
Well, 7.5 minutes. That should be long enough.
You're welcome to get involved on the presentation. Why don't you watch on YouTube? Be a friend of the feather. See how naughty we look. Rank us by the naughtiest.
We do look good. We do. That's how we got into the business.
I think it comes off as we're promiscuous. What was that? That's a new one.
Sorry.
Is Ryan Kelly on the line?
He did not answer, so whenever he'll usually shoot me a text, and I'll give him a call whenever he does.
All right. Well, Connor Lee will answer right now, Doug, if you want to call him. The number is 314-455-5000.
Okay.
Enterprise Contracting, Connor Lee, your locally owned and operated storm damage insurance claims specialist in roofing, siding, and gutter replacement and repair. They can help evaluate your home for storm damage from hail and wind that the St. Louis area continually receives year-round. Not looking to go through the insurance claim process? Enterprise Contracting can help get you financed for your exterior replacement project. Upgrading your exteriors helps your home value and your resale value if you're considering selling your home during the current record high home values. Give the pros at Enterprise Contracting a call and inquire about their free storm damage evaluation, or ask them about their ongoing seasonal promotions. Just mention the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2, the potted plant, or that you listen on the all-new app, the Morning After STL. Download that thing. It's incredible. And you can watch on YouTube and TMASTL.com. It's everywhere. 314-455-5000. Again, that's 314-455-5000 and reference TMA. Jackson, what's going on with the poll? How did it go? Did you get that thing up during the...
No, I have to figure out how to sign in as like an admin to make a... You have to be an admin to make a poll. And
Are you an admin?
I'm not an admin.
I know I am. I just don't know. So I'm in communications with those in the know, as they would say.
Okay. You're awfully busy back there.
You know, I try to make the engine work more smoothly. That's the idea of my gig. That's what I describe myself as. I'm like the engine keeper. And as long as the engine...
You ever heard that term, Doug?
Engine keeper.
Yeah, as long as the engine keeps humming, you know, we can provide you such quality content as we did in the last hour.
Yeah, it was a really nice Munkin' 7 o'clock hour. Mr. Licks, correct one comma because everybody with knows... I don't know what this means, but I just read what's in the prompter. Correct one comma because everybody with knows it's assumed there are 3 zeros at the end for rounding. So go back to waiting for mommy and daddy to die so you can blow through their assets. Now, get back to the caddy house and ship my clubs to Medalist. I'm playing this weekend. You club-scrubbing loser. That's from the Orson Woods wacko. Doug, these guys really go at it during the winter when they travel to warm weather places. Mr. Licks.
It kind of shows why there were so many people blocked from the text line.
Yeah.
So, again, it's a new show, new format, like, you know, new place. But I still think the people who are blocked at the old place are eventually going to get to that stage again. It only takes a matter
Jackson, have you blocked anybody on this text inbox?
No.
Look
at that.
Start blocking people.
But apparently, like, hundreds were blocked before, and now they're free.
But I really doubt that they were blocked by anyone involved with TMA. Like, I feel like they might have been blocked by other people at the station.
Well, that's okay. Those were our teammates.
Certainly not an accidental block, is from what I would assume.
This is our text inbox. No one else uses it but us. Therefore, you know, they're not going to send Frank Opinion something nefarious, or they're not going to send Bernie or Frank Cusimano something nefarious because this is our text box. So, I mean...
So then other people won't be blocking in our text inbox.
Correct. Also, there might not be a need for blocking because if someone sends in, you know, oh, my stepfather's chest is so hairy.
Clip that off.
To like Frank.
Why would you pick that sentence?
It's the first thing that came to my mind. Like to Frank or Bernie, they'd be like, oh, I can't have that. Block. I'm not saying that they ever did. I'm just saying in theory. But with us, I mean, that's just like, yeah, I could win text of the day. So why would
lots of porn?
Right, exactly. So there's no real, unless someone starts, I don't want to say like stuff that will get you blocked because then people will just do it. That's how these folks work.
If somebody texts in now, oh, my stepdad's chest is so hairy, will you block them?
Oh, I didn't even
No, I hope it gets I would hope it gets read.
Nitro says he was blocked by Dan Buffa. Get me back.
Good.
Well, you're in.
Yeah.
Dan Buffa's not here with us.
Yeah, he works for my mom.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he works at the Jewish Light.
Doug, did you know that?
I didn't.
Okay.
He wrote an article just the other day. I think he wrote an article about Lux.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Have you seen Lux here?
I have not.
Have you seen Learn here?
I have not.
Wow.
Well, I'm not here at 2 o'clock.
I know Skip Irwin used to work for the Jewish Light, but he passed away last fall.
Rest in peace. He was a great guy.
No.
I love talking with Skip.
I've seen Learn here. I haven't seen Lux here.
I know Learn usually gets here about noon, I think, for her show.
All right.
That's what she said.
So you ever hang around just to cost her? Or
No, I'm not a creep.
spy on her? Stalk a little bit?
No. I said if she would, because I live 5 minutes away.
You can come back.
If she would say, you want to come hang out with me today on the show for a little bit, I would come back in.
Well, why would she do that?
I don't know.
Hello.
She probably she wouldn't. So
hostage.
If she did, I would, but that'll never happen. But
pro tip. Oh, this is caller Ellen.
Oh no.
Pro tip: Jackson may want to refer to personalities on your new station, not the old station.
Well, I was just kind of referring to like.
I don't
what happened
understand.
in
What
the
does that
past.
mean?
So she would say like instead of saying Bernie or Frank, be like, it's not like Lux or Learn are going to read any of these texts, so there's no reason to block. But I was referring to stuff that happened at the old station. It's just a simple lost in translation moment.
You were thrown off your game a little bit thinking about your stepdad with the hairy chest.
I don't actually have a stepdad, but if he did, I would hope he'd have a hairy chest.
Why? Why would you hope that?
For the toughs, matted in nature.
I remember when stepdads birth became a big thing on this show, and I remember
Was that
there
the Stephen Wildwood call about stepfathers in West County that would be on the down low at soccer practice?
I think Buck Swope would have to take a deep dive. I know it turned into the Vianney father-son dances. I think that was that big first step that we took to advance the show to stepdads. But I always was curious to why we were so into stepdads. And then that listener said he wished his parents would get divorced so he could have a stepdad.
Right.
That's when I'm like, this is intense.
You know, it's become a thing, that's for sure.
You know, I walked into say hi to Favaz last week.
Just walked into his
The hallway wanderer.
while he was on the air.
No, it was a break.
The happy wanderer.
A break for you. Was it a break for him?
Yeah, there was no red light on, so I went in and said hi. And that's the first time I'd ever stepped foot into the Casey studio.
What did it mean to you, boy?
It was kind of cool. It's iconic. And to see all the albums, all the vinyl in there, and it was pretty cool. I'd never been in the Casey studio.
Are they still playing music off records?
I think U-Man does sometimes on the Casey Classic Show, because some of the songs they play, they only have on vinyl. So we'll play some vinyl. It sounds so much better on vinyl.
I don't know. You think? Can you really tell? Or
I
is that
can.
just an old timer.
I have a turntable. Isn't that my good turntable broke? So I got a new one, but it's kind of a cheaper one. But you can tell vinyl from CDs.
There's still a good market for vinyl. People like just to have it, like because it's like the cover art's so big.
I still buy vinyls.
Yeah.
My dad does too.
Some people buy it and they don't even play it.
Some guy bought one the other day from me playing something on the 9 o'clock return. I played a song by Camel.
Yeah.
From the Raj album. He went out to, I don't know, Vintage Vinyl, wherever he bought the album.
You're selling albums now.
I help out.
Just a recommendation.
What I do at
Moves
9 o'clock
product.
is I turn people onto music they probably haven't heard before.
Do you?
And
You want a hot take? You want a hot take?
Some like it, some don't. But it's what I'm trying to do is just turn you on to new music that you haven't heard.
Sorry, the Microsoft notifications, I guess, I changed those as well on accident. I'll change those back, but at least that works.
Do you have, like, everything potted up?
No.
That everything happens.
Go to the pots.
We hear it.
No, everything on my computer right now, if it happens in terms of the notifications for emails we do have off, I turn those off. But in the beginning stages of trying to do the meow, I instead of the Outlook reminders, it's actually the whole computer reminder. So whenever there is a reminder on my computer, it'll meow.
It's like, need an update. Meow.
Yeah, so I'll get that taken care of. So sorry.
Jackson, I'll be your stepdad, boy. Also, I just accidentally texted this to 101. Please tell Randy and Michelle sorry when you see them. That's from stepdad Gary.
Randy would be like, hey, Jackson, I heard you got an offer for a new stepdad.
No, Mr. Carrot.
How can you accidentally? It's not even close to the same number.
Doug, it's 65780 down the hallway. Here, it's 314-881-8625.
Almost the same thing.
Yeah, I could see mixing up 12 numbers compared to 5.
Guys, speaking of hearing everything, is there a microphone inside of Iggy's coffee bowl? I can hear each slurp like it's being amplified with the power of 1,000 old man jitterbug phones. That's
No, you
from
can't.
Vishnu and Randy character.
I like it.
No, you see me on YouTube drinking coffee, and then you say you're just going to make something up that you can hear me sipping it.
See, I wrote down a drop of you drinking coffee because at the time I thought it was very vivid in my headphones. But I go back to the recording, you cannot,
Can't hear
for
it?
the life of me.
You can hear it because I'm right across from you.
Let's see if
I
we can hear it. He's
it,
drinking
but-
now.
Did you hear that?
I heard the swallow.
Yes, the
swallow,
smacking of the lips kind of gave it away.
But that doesn't even go onto the recording very. Like I had to really find
Palestinian
it. And it wasn't worth
chicken.
Well, I don't like that sound. I watched some ASMR videos, and they have the...
Jesus.
But they have the microphone so close to them because they're whispering most of the time. And they start that swallow. And what I'm going to do here is...
Oh, my God. That's...
And you hear this big swallow. It's, quit swallowing.
Oh, man.
Well,
And
at
that's
least
what you
during
enjoy
this-
listening to.
Yeah, I like ASMR videos. Very relaxing.
It put you to sleep at night?
See, I'm different. I don't use it to sleep. I just use it to relax. The haircut videos, you know, they're very relaxing. I don't go to sleep with those.
Haircut videos. Just a clip, 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 clip.
Yep. I want the real sound. Some of these ASMRs, they go over the top.
You ever hang out at a barber shop just to listen to the sounds?
No, I have
Boy, would that be
ASMR
creepy.
videos. No, I enjoy haircuts for that reason. Because of the clipping sound. It's very relaxing for me to get a haircut.
Huh.
But now some of these ASMR girls are taking over the top. They make the noise themselves. They don't have scissors in the hand. They got fingers. Clip, 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 clip. No.
No, you want the real
You want the real scissors?
Use the real scissors. Don't make noises.
Okay.
Anyway.
I don't know.
Doug, could you tell us about Burley Cutlery? Because they can sharpen your scissors.
Oh, boy.
They can.
That's the perfect segue. Yeah. You don't want fake scissors. You want real ones. And you don't want dull ones, you want sharp ones. And so that's why you would go to Bertarelli, not just scissors, but any kind of tool that you might have for garden use or the knives in your kitchen. Might be a new year and a new station here, but for Bertarelli, things haven't changed. Bertarelli Cutlery is still your family-owned and operated local knife authority in St. Louis. All kitchens have knives, and most household knives in need of work are either good knives that have dulled or bad knives in need of replacing. And Bertarelli Cutlery has you covered with their master knife sharpening and a wide variety of the best brands available. Swing down to the hill, visit them at 1927 Marconi Avenue, or give them a call. Here comes the phone number, 314-664-4005, or visit BertarelliCo.com to see all of their services. Oh, and don't forget, they have mask and PPE supplies available as well, and they can ship those anywhere in the country. If you're a listener not necessarily in St. Louis, you're thinking, oh, Bertarelli, they're in St. Louis, they can't help me. Yes, they can. They'll ship it to you anywheres. Anywheres you can hear this. Bertarelli Cutlery can ship you all the PPE supplies because they are hard to get in some places. Nice. Bertarelli Cutlery. Again, the website, BertarelliCo.com.
Going back to 2007, Bertarelli Cutlery has been a sponsor on this presentation. If you want to get on board, email me, tmckernan@InsideSTL.com, and we'll take real nice care of you, and I mean real nice care.
I was texting with Mark over the weekend.
What do you have to say?
Well, he was going to Cape Girardeau and wanted a Strodecast.
Oh, there.
I said, I hate to tell you, I don't go that far.
What is your radius, bro?
Because it's out of the area code?
What's your radius, bro?
314-636.
Yep.
I said, you're fine. Once you get out of St. Louis, there's going to be nothing weather-wise as far as snow in St. Louis. I can't tell you what's going to happen in Cape.
But your Doppler won't, you can't extend it to a...
I don't want to do that. I don't care.
Iggy, I'm looking at my, for Strodecast purposes here, I know it's not accurate in comparison to yours.
Get ready Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, Thursday, Doug, a low of 7 and a low of 6 on Friday. Does that match up with what you're seeing?
Yeah, I got a little bit higher. I think Thursday is going to probably be about 10.
Okay.
We may get to 9. We may get in single digits, but it's going to be close. And then when you wake up Friday morning, Doug, it's going to be about 5 or 6.
Wow.
We'll have to huddle all together for warmth.
No, we won't either.
No, we have a thermostat in here.
How about we put on a coat?
No, I think
we don't have to huddle with other gentlemen.
Yeah, man heat.
Man heat's stronger.
Does YouTube work in that kind of temperature?
Oh, I doubt it.
We'll have to thaw it out.
Like I said, it's not so bad anymore for me. What do I do? I get out of my house, I go into my car, I get out of my car, I come in here. I'm not really outside that much. I was always worried about my car starting in that weather. With Mungan-ass boys, I don't have to worry about that. But still, it hits you once you walk out that door and it's 5 degrees.
Sure it does.
Doug.
What?
I just went to the YouTube chat. 340 people are watching, and the most recent comment is from Ashley B. And she says, scissor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that Ashley Banfield?
More likely Aaron B.
I dig that Ashley Banfield.
Remember, a lot of people are using their wives' and moms' Gmail accounts.
Right.
What, are they 7? They have to use their mom's Gmail account?
Well, a lot of people live in the basement of their parents' house.
I think so.
Show.
Yeah.
So that's the easiest
We're
one
still
to
in the
use.
bedroom. They haven't made it down to the basement.
Yeah.
Can you make up a name on YouTube? Can you just type in a name?
Can you make up a...
You can make up a fake. I mean, it's all about what email you're
So that might not really be a girl?
Yeah, we have Farts McCool as one of our lead subscribers.
That's a real name. It's an Irish family.
That tells you anything.
Whenever a quote-unquote female is interested in scissoring, it's not a female because that action of how it is...
It's not very popular in the lesbian community, unfortunately.
It just looks like bruising.
Yeah, not very popular.
Plowsy, didn't last week you ask if guys could scissor?
I think that would honestly be more enjoyable
Which
for
do you think would
them
be better?
than it would be for...
Look at this from the 314. Hi, promiscuous boys. I'm part of the 3.5%, and this app is so hot.
That's a guy.
What?
That's a gentleman.
Yeah.
What? But there's an emoji with it too.
Is there a name?
No, just says
Gus.
314. Okay. Jackson, have you ever seen this one before? It was sent in at 8:27.
Let me do some
Because I know you got to do some scrolling.
We get a lot of texts. I've never seen this number before.
Doug, it's a real.
I don't think it's a girl.
It's a guy's track phone.
I'll give him a name though. Here.
What's it gonna be?
Woman in quotation marks.
Jackson, there's a community you can check out, maybe just for some fodder for the show. I was asked to join it, and I didn't. It's called Upside Pineapple Community.
Who asked you to join that?
I think somebody from the Hito page sent me a join our community, Upside Down Pineapple Community.
Okay.
And you want me to join it?
Just for see if there's anything in there for the show.
Sure.
Swinghaven board member.
That says you're a swinger if you put the pineapple upside down?
No, you should put the pineapple in the cart, I thought, for grocery stores.
Just anywhere in the cart.
Upside down, right?
No, it has to be where the baby sits.
How could it sit upside down? It would never stay that way. It would fall over on the side.
No, you just lean it sideways.
You got to get it in between one of the grates.
And that tells the whole world that you're there to play.
Not the whole world, just all of Schnucks.
Correct.
You ever find yourself when you're in the grocery store to look around for pineapples?
Yeah,
I did when that first came out.
Yeah, I haven't seen one.
You ever see it again?
No. I did it myself.
Hey, boys, I am definitely one of the 3.5%, and yes, I am a real girl. That comes from a real girl.
I don't think it's a real girl.
Whenever you need to justify it on the YouTube chat,
No, this is in the EDF text inbox.
even less of a chance.
Yeah.
Man, it's so hot how many female listeners we have now.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Well, send in a picture. I need a date for our Olive and Oak thing.
Yeah, then we'll get
I need to start whittling down.
a random Google image of this super hot, attractive female, Susan Santiago.
Ashley B. has just said, I'm a dude. I'm 5'9",
I know.
240 pounds.
Oh, God, that's terrible stats.
That's about right.
Ah, it's Humpty Dumpty.
Well, I feel bad for you and getting named Ashley as a kid.
It's definitely a guy. They're all guys.
They're all guys.
Who are we kidding here? They're all guys.
The unicorn definitely had a gun to her head when she called in, and she hasn't texted in since. I think she escaped.
I remember my neighbor across the hall we used to talk about, Ashley. Across the yard, Ashley.
Yeah, you were interested in her, but she turned against your advances.
She's in Whip Pro now.
She showed up on the Facebook Live and was upset by that. Is that the one?
No, that wasn't her.
Pardon me.
No,
Who
she
was it?
she lived across the grass. She was just a friend, and then she texted me one night, or she sent her son over, knocked on my sliding glass door in the front room where my living room is. Knocked. I went out. He goes, "My mom wants to know if you want to come over for a drink."
Huh.
And I said, "Yes, it's like 8 o'clock. I'm going to bed pretty soon, but tell her
Come
thank you for
on,
the
8
invite."
o'clock? You could have done that.
But then my neighbor Chris texted me like an hour later. He goes, "Hey, I'm over at Ashley's. They just invited me over. Why don't you come over?" Well, she invited me. I said, "No, now you're over there?" And she just tried to fix her up with one of her friends. So I don't think she wanted me. She wanted to hook me up with one of her friends.
This sounds like a TikTok video, and we name it Across the Grass.
Oh.
Well, I like this Plowhawk you're producing right now.
Yeah.
Well, she's gone. She moved.
Because you wouldn't go over to have a drink with her.
Well, it was late.
8 o'clock's not late.
For me, on a weekday, to go have a drink at 8 o'clock, yes, it is.
So if Ashley, instead of the son, came to your door and asked if you wanted to come for a drink, would that have changed it?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Because the son would really probably, if I'm trying to hook up and I got the son coming to the door, I'm thinking this will be a long night before I can kind of connect and
How
score.
old was the son?
Probably 9. He's a good kid. I'd go out and play catch with him because he really had no friends there.
Oh my God, another great one. Iggy, stepdad, playing catch with the neighbor's
Well, I just
kid.
felt bad for him. I mean, they moved there. There aren't a lot of kids in that complex. He doesn't have a dad. So he was out there like throwing the ball up in the air by himself. And I grabbed my glove. I said, "Yeah, let's play." So I played catch with him.
That's good.
Guys, I recall Ken giving Ashley a plant she never took care of. That's from the 901.
Yeah, it did die.
Oh, Memphis listening today.
I looked over there. I said, "Well, thanks for taking care of that. The thing's drooping."
Well, don't get mad at her. Some people don't have a green thumb.
It takes water.
She didn't know that.
She didn't know it.
She thought it was a fake plant.
Send your emails in the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Literally 1 hour from now is the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. The great Seth Goldcamp and Design Air is the official HVAC provider of the Ryan Kelly Morning After. If you go to designairservice.com and you're having any issues with your HVAC system, well, guess what's going to happen, Jack? Guess what's going to happen? You are going to go right there and you are going to see that you can book now just by going there and clicking on the tab designairservice.com. Click book now, and they will take great care of you. A little chat box pops up, and you can be talking with the customer service rep instantaneously. Type in designairservice.com, and you'll see it for yourself. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling. Doug is a client. I am a client. Jackson's parents are clients. We recommend you become a client as well. Design Air Heating and Cooling, the sponsor of our email of the day, the official HVAC provider of the Ryan Kelly Morning After.
And Doug, I said it's 67 degrees in the basement last night. 67 degrees.
That's about right, isn't
So
it?
then when I woke up, it was 65. Well, I slipped on Sunday at Black Ice. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Didn't see it, hence the name.
At home?
Yeah, in the driveway, trying to melt some of the ice, and slipped, landed on my left arm, therefore my left shoulder, which still has that labrum tear in there, and that's acting up. So went back to the couch, which is better for me because, as you know, I sleep on my back when we're on the couch.
No, I didn't know that, but I can understand why.
Don't play coy.
Yeah, don't be coy, boy.
So how's the shoulder feel today?
It's fine. I'm used to it now at this point. Part of me wants to get the surgery, but then I understand you're out for like 8 months, and, you know, I'm trying to qualify for the U.S. Open this year.
Well, I don't know if that's going to work.
How do you know?
Good.
Thank you, Iggy.
Well, you'd have to be one of the best players in the world, wouldn't you?
Not really.
You're going to draw Tim McKernan out of the Kirkland box.
Yeah, what would that be like? I'd probably be like 7,100.
Nah, 88. You got upside.
I agree. If I get my putter hot, like
I'll get that email. Strode, here's an update for your upcoming game. JJ Spawn, 6,200.
Nice.
Tom Religla, 300. Or 6,200. Tim McKernan, 9,800.
9,800. 9,800 right there with Morikawa.
I would have to drop like Matsuyama to sneak him in my line.
I don't know that you should.
We need to get someone for Balloon Party to like rub Tim's shoulder the entire time, so that.
You think that's going to come from the balloon party audience, do you?
Well, yeah.
They would enjoy that. You're not on YouTube in there, are you?
There is no YouTube on 101 at the moment. Randy
Character
told me that they're going to be getting it.
Okay.
U.S. Open this year at Brookline. I don't know how that suits my game, Iggy.
Well, it's a tight course.
Yeah.
Tree-lined. Nice. Kind of like Normandy.
It's unlike a lot of golf courses.
You played any links courses yet, buddy?
I have.
There's no trees out there.
Tapawingo's got some trees.
Well, it's not a true links course.
It's got to be on the water to be a links course.
Aberdeen's a links course.
Never played it.
Really strong.
Don't say, have you played a links course, buddy?
I'm sorry.
It is a hard call, Tim, though, when you got an injury like that doesn't. You don't have to
what
have
do you
surgery.
do? What do you do?
I guess if you don't absolutely have to have surgery, you don't have it. I guess because you never know what's going to happen with surgery.
I know.
Yeah, if you can play through it, and
I just hate that I don't lift anymore. And I'm not talking about like going back to lifting whatever heavy weights, but just in general, I don't mess with it.
No, you don't have to. You're in good shape.
Oh,
yeah, but it's not about like weight. It's about, Doug, it's about, as you know, body composition. I want to be lithe when I'm with my guys.
You want to be lithe when you're with your guys.
For cam shows.
Right. Okay. Has it affected your distance off the tee? I'm sure it has.
No, it hasn't. I don't know what that's about.
Well, then maybe it's not as bad as you had feared.
I don't know.
Because it's not how hard you swing.
It's about my torque created with my hips, my pelvic thrust.
Right. Creating power from the ground up.
Like JT.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Are the doctors telling you to get the surgery or no?
No, if anything, they say don't.
Oh, well, I would follow that advice.
I know. Surgery would be best the younger you are. I had that surgery when I was 20, and my arm is as good as new. That's from Big Don Johnson. Doug, we worked with him at KMOV.
Right. I didn't know that he had the surgery. Yeah, shoulder surgery. It doesn't sound as tricky as back or neck surgery, or certainly as common as knee surgery. But boy, when your shoulder doesn't work, your whole half of your body doesn't work.
I'm lucky it's my left, so I won't have to use the stranger. I'm just thinking through the inning and how we're going to manage.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's really tough when you're doing the Eiffel Tower with your buddies.
What in the world?
No, we're just looking at how this thing's going to pragmatically impact life.
Yeah, you got to evaluate from all angles.
Okay.
Tim, I couldn't even tell you'd stopped lifting. That's impressive, boy. That's from the 314.
Gosh, here they come.
Yep, right out of the
Looks
gate.
like you lift to me, Timmy.
Look at that body, Tim.
Tim, can I caddy for you in your U.S. Open qualifier? I'll bring Snick Snacks and bleach my boy hole to give you an 18th green reward. It's from Little Tommy Tribbins.
Well, we don't need that sort of text.
T-Tribs.
But don't you have to be like a 1 or better to play in it, Iggy?
1.3, I think, maybe 1.2.
I got to 1.6 last year, and I'm a 3 now. I don't know if I have enough time to get it down.
No, I think qualifying probably starts in early May, I would think.
Great. I'm not going to win the U.S. Open this year now.
She got to go through 3 rounds, I believe.
That's how many years in a row now you haven't won the U.S. Open?
I won in 1990 at Medina.
Did you? I don't remember that.
Well, you and Phil
I thought that maybe
tied for
Hale
the
Irwin
longest
won
drought without winning the U.S. Open.
Correct. I want to be Doug's boy hole captain. Somebody just spontaneously wrote in the YouTube chat. It's nice. It's a nice sentiment.
Why would you stop what you're doing to write that into us? Why would you do that?
My guess, and they didn't stop anything important.
Yeah, I didn't.
Are these people who won't take a job? Because if you were working, you wouldn't stop what you were doing to write that.
No, he's not stopping anything. He's just sitting there doing this the whole time.
No, I think that they put, like any Fortune 500 company has it up on all their monitors.
That's correct.
I don't think so.
They're like, hey, can we get the stock exchange ticker up? They're like, sorry, no, TMA's live.
Unless he has browsers on the other screen.
Doug, do you say browsers or browsers?
Speaking of
Browsers.
stock exchange, good
Browsers on one screen.
Looking good?
Flipped over to us.
down 559.
Let's buy something up right now.
That's why I put my portfolio on Lunchables.
Yep. See?
I never go down. in value.
Stockpiling.
Plowhawk is on a major acquisition of Lunchables right now.
Probably
It's
bought
tough.
enough to have at least some equity in the company.
You think you'll have another one today?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oscar Mayer make that, Posy?
You know, honestly, I just take off the package and devour them blindfolded. So
I think
I
Oscar
couldn't
Mayer
tell
makes
ya.
them.
Don't heat them up or anything.
Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer
Ba-da-bee-da.
wiener. That is really what I'd like to be. 'Cause if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me.
Nice.
That's the only hot dog I can eat.
That's a nice ad campaign when everyone can sing the song.
Yeah. I think I'm still Tim's caddy. I clubbed him correctly once over the course of 3 years at the Walrus People Invitational while the gallery are hot dogs and stared at the other caddy being paid $300 to scroll Instagram in athleisure. Thanks. That's from Carlos Spicy Wiener.
Yeah, what you don't know is you would club him, and then Tim would look to me and goes, you like 8 or 9? It's 8. Okay. And he'd grab an 8 and just go against you.
So you overrode him.
Iggy had veto power.
Oh,
I'll
somebody
tell you
asked me
what,
for
Iggy
advice.
can flat out read putts, though. I will say that. Iggy can read putts.
Well, if you're going to be a caddy on the LPGA Tour, you better be able to.
I read putts for Wyckoff. It's about the only one that asked me to read putts for. The other ones didn't care.
Was that the time to where the bag strap broke and you had to carry?
No,
Like a
let her-
briefcase.
I told her to carry it.
That's a funny story.
That's not great caddying.
It's just too heavy. I said, I can't do this for 3 holes. I'll take it for 2.
Good for you. Tim, I had that same surgery, and it took 9 months to get 80% use back in my arm. Dr. Rick did my surgery. That's from the 314.
9 months for 80%.
Oh, my God. I mean, then I'm just out.
Yeah, I don't get it. If it's to the point where you can still play golf and enjoy it and it's not killing
Right.
you, don't do it.
I know.
Yeah, you can't miss
I haven't
it.
had a cortisone shot in almost, it's about 2 years to the day, actually. It was like right around January, mid-January 2020. And I haven't had a cortisone shot, and for the most part, it's been asymptomatic. So, I don't know. But I don't lift anymore. I'm not going to mess with it. I went and did Orange Theory one time with Anna Marie, which is a pretty light workout, I mean, relatively speaking. And the next day, it hurt. I'm just like, I can't do anything. You know, Orange Theory isn't lifting heavy weights. It's kind of more of a cardio, lifting light weights volume thing. You ever do that Orange Theory? Didn't that, where Derek lost his wife to an Orange Theory trainer?
Right. And
Man,
Derek did? Who's Derek?
kids
Derek
started
and Butch
calling-
Patrick's
Jeter?
werewolf doll.
Yeah. Carrot started calling his kids started calling that
Yeah,
guy
this Orange
dad.
Theory trainer moved into his house.
Dude, Orange Theory sounds like it should be like, you know, a smoothie place.
It
or-
does.
I don't.
Like Orange Julius.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure I get the name.
There's one right down Olive here, to the east. Olive and I guess.
You guys want to do Orange Theory after the show?
Old
No.
Olive, yeah.
No.
Right by the bread co. Probably get some work in there.
Okay.
You know what I found in my wallet the other day?
Money?
No, I was sifting through it, and I guess I don't know if I still have it. Yeah, look at this. This
What's
is
in there?
We got.
It's a picture of a naked gentleman?
yeah.
That's hot. That's great that you
Why
have
would
that.
you
That's a
have
Four
that
of Hearts,
on
too.
a playing card.
Is that Liam Riley?
Jimmy
Why
the
in the
Bull.
world would you have that? And why would you putting it back in your wallet now?
I think it's been in there for like 4 years. And
Why?
I'm cleaning out the wallet. I think my girl went on like a bachelor party or something and drew that card and kept it. And for some reason, it's in my wallet. And I cleaned it out the other day, and
you're going to keep it in there too, aren't you?
I think it's fun.
Iggy, is that a cock?
It's not a cock. It's
Gay.
It's not ungay.
Liam Riley posted a picture that he was hanging out with Manuel Ferrara.
Really?
Wow.
Picture of him and Manuel together.
Doug, do you see a picture with Liam Riley? And
Who is this guy?
There's a guy that's diversified.
There's that little twink that I follow.
she's friends with Abella Danger. Or he's friends with Abella Danger, and she takes him everywhere.
Yeah.
But they are not in a relationship.
No, she's dating someone named Rachel, or not Rachel Gunn. Is it Roger Gunn?
No,
James
Roger
Gunn? Is it James Gunn?
James Gunn, St. Louis U High, 1988. Am I right on that?
This
Peter
Gunn
Gunn.
is
That was a TV show years
James
ago.
Gunn directed.
He's a lawyer in Atlanta, actually. That's who she's dating.
How would we know this?
Well, I follow Abella Danger.
Well, that's you, but how would anyone else know this?
Well, I'm just letting you know she's not dating Liam Riley because he's gay.
Okay.
And
who
she's
is
not.
Abella Danger?
He just
Porn
hangs
star?
out with her, and everywhere
melts
she
stuff.
goes out of town, he gets to go along like a teddy bear. Here we are in Costa Rica. Oh, she's in Costa Rica. She brings you along. But whatever. Good life for him.
James Gunn's from St. Louis.
UI.
He was.
The whole Gunn family went to the UI.
Is that the same James Gunn that she's dating?
No, James Gunn directed Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh.
UI.
Yeah, and he was married to Jenna Fisher.
That's correct. Nearing St. Louis U High.
Right.
It's not uncommon.
Huh.
What's uncommon is that they're both working in Hollywood.
Right. Very cool.
Well,
I
we
forgot
don't-
his first name. But that's who Abella Danger's dating. A lawyer and up-and-coming lawyer from what I hear.
How many people do you think care who Abella Danger is dating?
The one trying to hang him?
We just brought up. I brought Liam Riley up because he was hanging out with Plowsy's guy, Manuel. And maybe he's trying to get it some work with Caden in her little adventure.
Those guys, like male porn stars now, they don't do much of OnlyFans, but I know Manuel Ferrara does Twitch, and he also sells like pictures of his Johnson for like $2.50 a pop.
Oh,
Really? Like, why would you buy that? And I'm not asking in the obvious way. I'm talking about that if you really wanted to see it, it's available everywhere.
Yeah, and then you just screenshot, print it out.
Him and Danny Mountain make a killing doing that. I don't know if they personalize the message.
when you say $2.50, you mean $2.50?
$250.
Why don't we do that? We could knock that out. I got to do balloon party, but after that,
Who's to say we're not doing it already?
I think the key is whoever buys it, like it's made to order. They think about that person and then take the picture.
Yeah, I would braid my pube hair for $1,000 and send that to anybody.
that's a great idea.
Care? Why would I care?
Have you tried it?
Braid my pubes or send a picture?
Well,
or
either.
both?
Either.
I've done neither, no.
But would you? It's on the table, right?
Anything's on the table, Doug.
Okay.
I could be on this table, naked, for a price. Everything's on the table.
All right, see if what they want to bid for it
No,
on the YouTube.
You're open-minded.
Exactly, Doug. I think that's a great term for it.
All right.
Somebody wants us to hire them in the YouTube chat. If we're looking for a job, is TMA hiring? Doug?
I don't think so.
Pop me down.
Can you fix YouTube?
Sounds like Jackson's going to go on a private call with him.
Okay.
What's going on, Iggy?
Well, here's Liam's recent picture on Instagram.
That's what I've been looking for. You always show me the same picture of him. He's on a bed in roller skates. It's the same picture
Well,
you show me every
he
time.
just posted this like an hour ago. Was
Why
he
did
posting
he just
the
keep
same
posting
picture?
the same picture?
I guess. I'm trying to find the picture of him with Manuel.
It doesn't work that well on radio.
You can hold it up for YouTube.
I don't know, maybe Manuel should take that down because I can't find it. With a lot of other dudes, but I can't see Manuel.
Why do you have dudes on your
Oh, here he is. Here he is dressed up as. This is what he does for a living. He's a cross-dresser.
Okay. Well, some people like some
And
things.
this is who we're talking about now?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Manuel?
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Who we talking
Falk,
about?
are you interested in this guy that Iggy likes?
Interested in how? Like, banging him? No.
Well, you just said not bad.
Well, yeah.
It's a
But-
guy.
Yeah, but not bad for dressing up like a girl.
See, Doug, do you follow?
I'm
Kind of like when
starting
Bugs
to.
Bunny would dress up as a girl.
Kind of like
you
the
gotta
first day of
celebrate.
school.
Yeah, you got to celebrate the effort.
Yeah.
So now you know you can see a tranny and think, God, that's kind of hot until the penis comes up.
Mike Mayock let go by the Raiders after 3 seasons.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
VGK getting new uniforms.
Nurse?
VGK.
Vegas Golden Knights.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Perhaps the worst uniforms of a recently founded franchise.
Yeah, the gold ones are just the worst, like Dijon mustard.
What do they have? A tiger with a hockey stick coming out of their ear?
Oh, those Missouri Tigers.
You're mistaken.
Jackson really likes those Gurza football uniforms.
Horrible
I do.
uniforms at Mizzou. terrible. They could. They
Remember,
used to be
Pete,
great.
the white on white, they look fast.
They don't look fast.
The white on whites are some of the cleanest uniforms ever.
It's clean, but that doesn't look like Missouri.
The white helmet too. Ooh.
Doug, so fresh and so clink clink.
I didn't
With
care
the
for
black face mask. God.
How do you
Didn't
do?
know what team that was.
That was North Texas.
That
Could have
was
been.
your Missouri Tiger.
How would I know?
Fight, Tiger.
They're
Go.
wearing somebody else's uniform. How
Fight.
would I know?
Huh?
If they're wearing someone else's uniform, how would I know that's my Missouri Tigers?
What?
The Blues were wearing red last night.
Right. Who's to say what uniform is whose? It's whatever logo is rocking. Actually, you just look at the team in the lead.
You couldn't see a logo.
Doug, just look for the team in the lead, and then you know it's Missouri.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Careful, Posey.
Nope. It was almost too easy. I think it's a trap.
Go. Fight. Win. Tiger.
Doug?
That's kind of how the crowd sounds. One guy yelling for the
Damn,
Tigers. Well, it was a pretty light crowd.
We finally reached my favorite part of the show. What can we pay Darren to do to his body? So far, the menu is $40,000 for a testicle and $10,000 for a tramp stamp. That comes from Arbor Day.
By 9:30, Posey will sell his liver.
Oh, you can't do without the liver.
Yeah, that's something I would probably keep. At least for
You better.
now.
Yeah.
What about like a rogue kidney?
I'd do a rogue kidney.
Yeah, you could probably sell a gallbladder. You
You
don't need
imagine just
that.
lining up at the hospital, so take out anything
Vestigial
you deem
tail.
not necessary and
Yeah.
just ice box it up for
Don't
me,
they do
please.
that in China?
I don't know
To
if
some of
that's-
their slaves?
Doug,
Aren't they doing that
now
to
we're on
the
another
Uyghur-
topic. I don't know.
Organ
Uyghur Muslims?
harvesting, yeah.
Oh, that's a Family Guy bit, too, on the organ harvesting.
Hey, Ken, can you get in touch with James Gunn's assistant so he can get a coveted 3:30 p.m. table for Vienna sausage carpaccio night at Sharkle House? From Carlos Spicy Wiener.
Vienna sausage carpaccio.
Can you imagine setting up a reservation for 3:30 in the afternoon?
They're not even open yet.
I've gotten to where I can eat just about any time
Oh,
early in the
absolutely.
afternoon.
It's 4 o'clock, and
4
I'm looking at Maddie
fine.
like,
Yeah.
let's get dinner going.
Yeah. And then that leaves plenty of time to eat again later.
Oh, snack time around 8 or 9.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I eat at 4. What can I tell you?
Well, you don't have to tell us anything.
Guys, is it a cuck if you give the guy sleeping with your wife a kidney? Thanks. That's the recovering alcoholic from Belleville and Webster.
If he insists on it, I think it would be a cuck. If he insists and you say, okay, here's my body part, that's a cuckolding.
I think it all depends on when that organ was harvested as well. Was it for
So
the
some guy
sole
comes
purpose
and
of...
just sticks a knife right in your back and yanks out the kidney?
Well,
Here
if he
you
was your
go.
best, if he was your best friend and you gave him your kidney and said, "Thank you, buddy, I love you," and then a year later he's banging your wife, yes, it's a cuck.
That's a cuck.
That'd
Now,
be
what if you give
disappointing.
permission?
That is not a cuck.
Wow. Doug, I think we finally figured it out. It's all about permission.
And I think that's a fair trade as well.
So you give the kidney and your wife, what are you getting?
I don't know.
No, the guy who gets the kidney gives up his wife as like tribute.
Oh, like the Robert Redford, Woody Harrelson scenario with Demi Moore. Is that 1992?
I don't know the years, Tim.
What film?
Indecent Proposal. Have you seen that, Jackson?
No.
Wow.
We don't
Another
have good or bad on
recommendation.
Yeah. Indecent proposal.
Well, wouldn't you rather have your wife cheat on you than lose a kidney?
That'll both be a bad beat.
93.
But the kidney's worse, right?
Now, what would happen?
Create another poll, Jackson.
What would happen if the
Actually
guy
have the poll
donated his
feature up.
kidney?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm about to put out who
Oh,
is
we're
the
about to
hot-
go in the poll?
Yeah, I'm about to put up who is the hottest member of the dais.
Oh, that's stupid.
Well, Doug's gonna get
Sorry.
95% of the votes.
Well, if it's legit.
People eye bang.
This
him
is like a
in the morning.
test. I'm trying to make sure.
Not if there's mail-in.
Doug and Tim will get all the votes. Well, they should.
Jackson sounds like he wants some votes.
Well, no, I just think that you might be surprised. I think Plowsy is really,
Well, Plowsy's really well hung.
right, and I think that's going to sway
Did that come
people's
into
opinion.
play? I think
It should come into play.
I think the mystery of Doug, is he or isn't he? I think that kind of
Is he anything you want?
What?
Well, I didn't want to finish the sentence because I do respect Doug a little bit here and don't want to completely prove
Is he or isn't he what?
hung.
Oh,
Bill.
He's home and he just brought cookies.
Yep.
I'll take a picture of
I'm
me
looking
from
at this
like
app. Man, this is nice.
89 or 90. Throw that one up there, maybe me in a Speedo.
You think you'd be live?
Yeah.
You'd
But
compete.
nowadays, no.
Feedback. Okay, so you go to feedback and then you go to live polls. I see no polls, Doug.
no, I don't see any polls.
I was going to flood the inbox for myself.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that are sending in messages from the app wondering where the poll is.
Not happy about it?
It doesn't seem like it.
Like everything else, we do something for the first time. It's a trial and error.
Does anyone want to come over and use my new bidet? I'd like you to leave the door cracked a little bit so I can watch that jet stream tickle your boil. Thanks. It's from the JV golf coach.
Never understood bidets in terms of, like, I get it that it cleans that area, but what happens?
What else is there to get?
Like, where does that dirty water drop down to?
Right down into
wherever
it, just
you
like
want,
a toilet.
Super Chief.
But it would seem like it would be like a spray, like blood spatter pattern. Like, once it hits the surface, like, it would, like, spray out to, like, the walls and the shower door.
Well, you
and
kind of sit
floor.
down on it.
Oh, so you're not standing?
No.
No, it's in the toilet.
It looks just almost like a toilet.
Right.
Only water sprays out of the bottom.
But there are options to where you have the smaller bidets have, like, handles like you'll find in the sink, you know, that you can like spray. That's.
Well, I think all bets are off if you're using that attachment.
That's called a shower.
No, it's just one of those little spray guns on the side of the toilet, and that's. And you usually find those in other countries. I watch House Hunters International quite a bit, and you'll see a lot of those handheld bidets.
Yeah.
Fun gun or bum gun, I think is what they call it.
Don't say fun gun.
Fun and gun was an offense. Is that Jerry Glanville?
I don't know. Might have been. I wouldn't worry about it, Plowsy. I think they've got it figured out. The good ones, you just sit down on it. You don't have to worry about a blood splatter.
You can email in the morning after at InsideSTL.com. How's your bidet doing? Does it ever show a blood spatter? The morning after at InsideSTL.com. Design Air Heating and Cooling, the sponsor of our email of the day. It comes your way in approximately 38 minutes. And then coming up on Balloon Party at 10:15, Chris Kerber will join us. Tomorrow, Tim Kirkjian will be on Balloon Party. And at 8:05 on the Ryan Kelly morning after tomorrow, Doug, you're going to call him Nate. Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, will be with us on this radio presentation. Look at us.
I don't think I know him well enough to call him Nate.
Larry might call him that.
That could be.
You met him before, haven't you? He was in studio back in we were in Webster.
I don't think I was.
How was he
there.
then?
I don't think I met him.
Oh, he was great. He went back and did like 10 promos for us.
Did he really?
Ad-libbed everything. We just gave him kind of an idea. We gave him the call letters and the shows.
Did he get all worked up?
Yeah, and he was just, woo! Nice. He was doing everything. And then we got lectured by Claves because we didn't write it out.
Claves wanted it written out?
Yeah, he wanted us to write everything out, and we just kind of wrote down, okay, 590 The Fan, KFNS, this is the show and the host, and he would do it, and then we just ad-lib everything, and he got upset.
Sounds like you're a little bitter still.
No, I'm never bitter.
That's why you didn't go to Claiborne's Hall of Fame.
Oh. I'm never bitter about Claves. Claves is great.
Well, you were bitter when he left you off the invite list, and then he was bitter when he put you on the list and you didn't show up.
To hell with him.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that's what he said. I didn't say that.
Oh.
Won't you marry me, Bill?
Marilyn McCoo?
I think that's it. Solid Gold?
I love you, Bill. I always will.
Just be our song coming out. I know I'm sure Iggy has a...
That's what the song lyrics were.
No, that won't be it. If we did a roast, who would you like to roast?
I don't know if
I would like to put a roast together and just pick one person to roast and have like 10 people in the dais just do a roast.
Okay. You're going to put this together.
Well, I'll talk to some people. And
You're not putting it together.
This
It
will
involves
not be
work
put
and
together.
phone calls and things like that.
Well, it would be kind of like a promotion thing, you know. Get a lot of people there and raise some money and have fun and film it. But I have to talk to the powers to be to get. I just always thought it'd be fun to do a roast.
I put the poll up.
Oh, let me see if it's working, Doug.
Who is the hottest member of the dais?
No.
Remember, Iggy, we were in St. Charles, and we were looking, usually we had Hot Shots events every month, and we were looking for feet. Remember, you would have to call, like, the bars and restaurants around St. Charles who didn't know anything about the show, didn't know Jay Jr., and had to try to convince them to
They had to be
do a foot
receptive.
fetish. Right? That was one of the funniest
That's when
conversations.
they had to be staring into the phone. What is coming out of this thing?
There is a poll up now. Who is the hottest member of the dais? But it doesn't get... Oh, no, it does. Oh, and then there's the picture of us, Doug, me and you at KMOV. Iggy Ears's place, Steve Savard. And then there's the Plowhawk and Jackson.
What picture to use?
The picture that the sales staff
Oh,
used.
where my face is like 9 times bigger than everybody else.
So far, Doug is leading 45%. I've got 36%. Iggy, you're getting a shutout.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's pretty simple.
Jackson and Plowboy tied at 9%. This is going to be a nice poll today.
Nice little poll.
It's going to be a nice poll.
I'm going to vote for Iggy.
No, please don't do that. Don't patronize me.
Give him a vote.
Iggy wants to win naturally. on his own.
No one wants to be shut up.
I mean, this is
completely
just
on the most.
No, you're using the picture. I look like a horse face.
I was just
You got
doing.
4 little faces up, and then I'm splashed out there 10 times bigger than everybody else.
I was just doing it to like test out the polling system. I want to see how it works, and this is I thought was enough to get people to vote a lot.
We'll take that picture of me and Pia Zadora and see how many votes I get.
Oh,
Doug didn't use the PS.
You can only use one picture. I want to use the picture of all of us, and this is the quickest one I can do.
Thank you, honey. Back when I was hot, had the Miami Vice jacket on.
Microsoft.
How hot were you?
The porn stash. Well, hot enough that I was banging them 2 at a time.
Like 1 to 10. Brentwood 8, 7.
Me?
Yeah.
Brentwood 10.
You were
Brentwood
not a 10. You weren't a Brentwood.
So you could walk into Carl's and have your pick of the litter.
Oh hell yeah! I was probably Ledoux 8.
Is that the difference? Brentwood has a 2-point difference on Ledoux.
Yeah, I was a catch in Brentwood. Ledoux, I'd kind of be just above average in Ledoux. Now you put me down the Central West End, and Balaban is probably a 12.
Oh come on!
Nobody wants to have sex with me now.
I haven't heard that in forever.
I don't think you were a 12 at Balaban.
Yeah, I could have picked up any dude I wanted to in that place.
Any dude?
Yeah.
Any dude?
Yeah, if I was gay, I would have been. Every night I had somebody.
Why?
Jesus.
What made you so attractive to the gay community?
There's a spit take on YouTube if you're watching.
Man, that was a bold statement by Iggy there.
Who the F is Pete Zamora? That's from Fan Page Club champion Aunt Peg.
Who?
Pia Zadora is what he said.
Oh, they said Pete Zora.
No.
Pia Zadora.
Doug, current with our audience.
She was an actress long time ago. Long time ago.
Yeah, did a couple of really steamy scenes. I think she's living in Vegas now.
Steamy.
Yeah, back in those days, I mean, she was naked and sex scenes, and back then it was kind of like Clockwork Orange, rated X.
Well, so are you. They just didn't make it to the big screen.
I think she's a singer. She's living in Vegas, I believe.
Jesus.
Never gets old.
12 at Balaban.
Boy, that's such a great exchange. I think I might put in a request for Mike Francesa fielding the call from the listener on the passing of Stan Lee.
Or Plowsy, it's in 1-4-22.
Yeah.
Doug, 1-4-22. File 1-4-22.
I'll open it. I got you. I know where that is.
We do
That's
nothing
good
behind the
code.
scenes here. We just
What do you mean?
do everything on the air.
Where do you find this poll? It's the TMA app. You go to your app store, you type in the morning after STL, and then you're going to get it. And the next thing you know, on feedback, you can click live polls.
Right. If you're on the app, see that bell on the bottom bar there. You go to that. You go to the top left, and it'll say live polls. And there's one. Who's the hottest?
Well, this
member
is
of the day?
Doug. You're in full control of this thing, and it is. I'm angry. I'm real angry.
Are you?
Iggy's in third or fourth.
Yep.
It's about to be.
Tied for 5th with 0.
Doug, it's 64%. I'm at 16%. Jackson's at 9%. Iggy's at 7%. Plowhawk's at 5%. So I guess people aren't factoring in the Plowhawk size.
Right.
I guess maybe we have a lot of tops listening to the show, you think?
It's a top-heavy Tuesday.
A lot of Missouri
There's
fans.
a segment name. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate you as always.
Eddie in Hoboken. What's up, Eddie?
Hey, what's up, Mike?
What's
Hey,
happening?
Mike, Stan Lee died today. Did you ever meet the guy? What do you think of him?
Stan Lee.
Yeah, Stan Lee.
I don't
Never
know
heard
who
of
he
Stan
is.
Lee?
Don't know who he is, no.
Jesus.
I wouldn't have known who he was either. I wouldn't have.
Such a heartfelt memorial.
He created the Marvel Comics.
I don't read
Yes.
comics. I know who Stan Lee
Not
is.
the least bit interested in the Marvel comics. Not the
Who is he?
least tiniest bit interested.
Who is Stan Lee? Who is Stan? He was one of the creators of Marvel Comics. Oh, who cares?
So mean.
The best clip ever.
Yeah, that's as good as it gets.
If you're into that, he's huge, and if you're not, you have no clue who he is.
Well, I don't know if Who Cares should go for anyone that passed.
Right. No, it's not very nice to say who cares. But the fact that he just doesn't know who he is.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's fine, but you don't have to be, who cares?
Yeah, he was over it.
Send your emails in. Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today comes your way in a half hour. You're listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2, The Potted Plant, TMASTL, the all-new TMASTL app. And you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/TMASTL. Go subscribe to it. This is 105.7, The Potted Plant.
You're hearing TMA all day on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Featuring the Ryan Kelly Morning After, live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then a full show replay from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Followed by the best of TMA from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And another same-day replay starting at 10 p.m. Find the full schedule at TMASTL.com. Brought to you by Ryan Kelly at thehomeloanexpert.com. The most efficient mortgage process you'll ever experience.
Plowboy is very bullish on selling his Nintendo 64 in 3 years for what he describes as 3 figures.
I actually talked to Lindsay about this the other day, not about the 3-figure jigga that I'm going to be after I sell that 64. But we were also discussing, I saw, because she was saying, yeah, I don't really want to have kids. And I said, well, would you...
Wow, now that's a significant development.
Well, it's something that we want to be financially ready. Having kids in this era doesn't really seem like the smartest idea. Just because it's so bad. The school systems are terrible in high school and everything. Anyways.
Well, maybe where you live, but you can move 10 minutes away and be just fine.
I'm not paying,
Mike Hampton in there.
I'm not paying private high schools. I need to do
You don't have to be private high school. You just can't live in the city and expect a good public school.
I guess I just had a bad experience with public schools. But anyways, well, that's off topic. Anyways, so we were discussing about not having kids, and I saw this article about selling your testy, or I guess it'd be like a donation. One of your testicles, they put in a fake one.
Sell a testicle?
Well, for $40,000, and I could.
Well, that's different.
Were you really going to say testy earlier? You almost said testy.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of do that sometimes. Sorry, but and I thought it was a good idea. I'd pay my student loans off. I'd have about $8,000 in the bank after that as well.
For
and then
one
I
of
could
your
start my
testicles?
life. Yeah, and they replace it with a fake one.
Plowsy, just get a different job. There's a lot of things you can do to make money. You don't have to start selling off your manhood. That would be the last thing I would think of. That would be the last option.
Well, you could still have a kid with one, just in case we did decide, hey, we want to have kids.
Right.
And I would take her on a nice vacation with that extra $8,000. I think we would have a
Spend
really
it
good time.
immediately.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, that would be blown. But for a good reason. I'd pay Western their fair share of money.
Is this Plowgirl's idea?
No, this is my idea.
This is the ultimate cuckold situation.
She hated it.
I'll tell you what,
get cut off.
I'll tell you what, Darren. I would really like to go on a trip to Mexico. Would you mind cutting off one of your balls?
No, in her defense, she hated the idea. She hated the idea. But
Good for her, in her defense.
I just brought it out there. $35,000 is a lot a lot of money for me.
Yeah, why don't you
so,
sell one of your eyes and get $100,000 or something?
My eye?
You can't do this.
No, I wouldn't
just,
do that.
Just stop with this idea, please. I only want to hear about it. Gosh.
I'm just saying it's a good quick fix for my debt. And
how much? You still owe quite a bit to the college?
Oh, yeah.
That is such a ripoff.
Yeah, this is what happens in college. I am willing to sell one of my testicles just to pay for it.
You got to write a letter to the chancellor of Western Illinois and let him know that.
I never know. Maybe next year I'll be in their Hall of Fame.
Well, that could be with Roderick.
Yeah, Broadcaster of the Year.
No. Well, just because you don't want kids now doesn't mean you're not going to want to in 10 years. A lot of people don't want kids in their early to mid-20s.
What's a plow girl? I know broads usually don't want to talk about their age, but when they're in 20s, I feel like it's fair game. So was she like, is she your age, 25?
She is only 3 months older than me. She's 26, yeah.
Okay.
An older woman.
Yeah, you're about 5 years removed from maybe starting a family.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of your compadres in the greater Trenton region have already had a number of children.
Oh, it is. It's a zoo there as far as kids. Where the dad, who the father. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Huh.
I didn't know. I just figured people were having kids. I didn't realize it was just like a
Maury Povich show. You are not the baby daddy.
I told you.
But in my defense, it was something I just brought up. I didn't really obviously think about it too much. I just saw the $35,000 and my eyes popped.
Don't do it.
Guys, Plowsy is such a sissy cuck that his girlfriend is talking him into cutting off his balls and selling them. What a dork. Cuck life, Justin in Columbia.
My idea 100%, and she hated it. So I am going to defend Lindsay every step of the way. It was just my idea.
Here's what I love about Plowsy. First of all, I will bet my life savings that he got this idea high as hell. Secondly, you would think that, okay, I need $8,000. Maybe I get a second job. Maybe I, drive a truck. Maybe I do something. I can work for a year, do something seasonally. That's the first thing I would think of. Cutting off one of my testicles would not be at the top of the list.
It sounds like the start of a Hangover 4 movie or something.
Why is there value for a testicle on the black market?
Transplant it to somebody else, probably.
Yeah, and Lindsay brought up the thing about, well, if I do that, then I'm going to have kids running around, because I imagine they would use my testicle for that purpose.
That's where
and she's like, why don't you just donate sperm? And I said, it's not really worth, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. You don't get the bang for your buck.
Nice, very nice. You're using my line in a situation where it might be deemed a little vulgar.
$20 to $50 a donation, that's not really much for me. I mean, it'd probably take me half that money to drive to a sperm bank. So $20 to $50
Why don't you sell your blood once a month or so?
And the plasma still, again, juice is not worth the squeeze. I want a big payout, and that would be...
Testicle sale.
Testicle sales.
There's other, but that was the one that really...
I didn't even think
want
of that.
that big check. I want the testicle check. Oh man! Thank you for telling that story. This show is gonna fly by.
Yeah, be middle of the day. We might break records. Your thoughts on the Plowboy selling his testicles?
I love you, Plowboy.
The morning after at InsideSTL.com. We're giving away a banana boat prize pack plus 2 free passes to see D-Train. What in the hell is that?
I don't understand any of that.
I just looked down at my reading more Mad Libs. Doug, it's caller Adam. You're sideways with him, I think.
No, yeah, sure. Hello, Adam.
No, Doug, hold on. I'm going to talk to you in a second. Plowsy.
I won't hold on.
Where's Plowsy at?
Well, where are you at?
I'm here.
I got a Super Nintendo I'll give you. They're going for like $25 on eBay. You can cash that in. Don't sell your ball.
Oh, I actually might take that anyways. I always wanted one of those systems, so I might actually.
I'll ship it to you. Now I'm going to switch over to that geriatric. If you didn't open his box and let somebody else open it, that's a federal crime.
I didn't let somebody else open it. I wasn't interested at all in opening it. Someone else just opened it.
They're going to give it to their sister?
What is it?
To their sister?
I've not even looked at it. I don't even know what's in the box.
You know what? Give Savard his job back because he sucks.
Oh, my word.
Why so bitter, Adam? Why so angry and bitter?
Because I made you some out of stainless steel on a water jet. That's really
On a
cool.
what?
You don't even care.
Stainless steel out of a what jet?
You're not even a real man. You don't even know what a water jet is.
What's a water jet?
I got one last thing to say to you,
What's a
Doug.
water jet?
I got one last thing to say to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Doug, that was like the Chris Rock dropped the mic.
Fade to black.
That's a troubled fellow.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. You know the old saying, new year, new mortgage, and that's never rang more true than now. With mortgage interest rates sitting near all-time historic lows and home values skyrocketing, there's never been a better time to be looking at a refinance. We can lower your interest rate and save you a couple $100 a month and maybe even pull out some cash to pay off those credit cards and make those home remodel projects a reality. Apply online today at thehomeloanexpert.com. NMLS number 1326240.
KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Your home for the morning after and TMA all day. Stream us live at youtube.com/TMASTL and at TMASTL.com.
It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After. This
We
is
all know who that
105.7 HD2, the Potted Plant. Jackson has entered the studio. Is there something wrong with YouTube, Doug?
Probably. No? It's okay now?
No, I was just adjusting AE's camera so there's a little more headroom for him.
Is that right?
You can just move the camera all the way away from me if you like.
Okay.
Yeah, just hide it.
You're going to cover up your camera? Iggy just covered up his camera with his mask. Iggy just covered up his camera with his mask.
Why would you do such a thing?
Ah, my beverage! My libation! Chicanery. God, I effing hate this chair.
Why?
Because I have to move every time somebody comes
Is it any different than our chairs?
Well, you don't have people walking in and out.
Oh, no, I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Just the location of the chair. Chairs are very comfortable.
Well, we could scoot down. You want us to scoot down?
That would be a logistical nightmare for the mics.
Yeah, the cameras. Well, the cameras too. You'd have to change. Just stay where you're at.
Guys, I'd rather die by 1 million paper cuts than listen to this trash beat. That's from Big Don Johnson. Doug, it's surprising because the guy we worked with at KMOE was really nice. I'm surprised.
He was a gentleman. I didn't know he hated music so much.
You don't like Al Stewart? Yes. Cletus liked it. It's a great song.
Wow. Okay. He is the bar.
Cletus
Don
knows
Johnson
Cletus
hated
knows
it.
his music.
Don Johnson absolutely hated it. It was a nice tune. What is there to hate about that?
How can you not like Al Stewart? Again, to each their own if you don't like certain music. But Al Stewart's just very easygoing.
Who do you guys like more, Al Stewart or Al Green?
Al Stewart.
I like Al Green.
You got to put up another poll. Jackson could do a million polls in this app.
Sure. I'll fire it up right now.
Al Green, Al Stewart. Go. Depends. Do you like kind of like poppy classic rock, or do you like R&B?
You can answer by going to the all-new TMA app on downloading the Morning After STL app in your app store. And now you got it. And Jackson can put up polls left and right. It's not just one poll at a time. How nice is that? We have 30 Gallup polls if we wanted it. If you put up a Gallup poll asking people what they watched last night, Cardinals, Rams, Blues, Predators, what do you think the number would be, percentage-wise?
Oh, I would say probably. I mean, the percentage got to get to 100, like they were watching something. Everybody's watching something.
Yeah. If you gave that choice, what you watched more of. Not that you watched the entirety.
I'd say probably 60% to football and
really
40% to hockey.
What do you think on that, Plowlock?
I would say more in football. I would say 75-25 football to hockey.
I'm talking about on our audience. So
Yeah.
Really, that's interesting.
Well, I think a lot of our audience can't get the Bally's app.
I mean, there's a difference between playoff football and a game in mid-July in the NHL.
But there's also a difference between your team and two teams that
January, yeah.
both
Sorry,
bolted
January.
your city because they hate us.
Well, how many of our listeners are gamblers?
6.
What was the? I can't. I have YouTube TV, so I don't get Bally's. What was Pronger's celebration ceremony, jersey retirement? Was that covered?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if the only people watching.
Oh,
were the
yeah.
people
No, it
that
started
did
at 6.
Yeah, it was
Then
on.
I was
maybe
on it from the
more.
beginning. Doug, he enjoyed himself a libation.
He did. He drank a beer while he was up there doing it.
Legend.
He's very comfortable public speaking. He was terrific.
Yeah, I felt like he was kind of doing that off the cuff.
Yeah, sure felt.
I know he picked up notes from under the... Oh, look, somebody's waving at us. It's Nikki Glazer, Higgy, who you've been trying to get on the show. She has knocked on our door and waved, and then now you're trying to get her in.
Nice.
She is. Ladies and gentlemen, Nikki Glazer
Chrissy
walked in. Iggy's been
we've been trying to get you
pursuing
on
you. I
here.
didn't want to use a...
Here, take the microphone.
Well, you're the one you
let me have this.
What's
Where
going
am
on?
I? What is this?
We're on HD2. This is the...
I recognize that guy.
Yeah, Doug. You're a big fan of Doug's, right?
Yeah, he's on the news, right?
That's right. He's been on KMOV since 1988.
Yeah, good to see you.
88.
Oh, nice.
I was on with him for 5 years.
Yeah, you're not really ringing a bell.
No, I'm sorry. What about Iggy? What about Iggy in your inbox?
I guarantee you she has never seen one of my DMs.
Have you DM'd me?
To try and get you on the show.
thousands of DMs.
Oh, really?
though.
I do get a lot
Yeah.
of them, but I see
From
them
producers?
all. No, I do. I totally would have answered for you asking. I mean, I just walked in this room. I'm glad to be here. I'd love to be in again.
I asked Courtney when Courtney said you were coming in. I said, "Can you just have Chris bring her in the door and just wave because we've been trying to get her on the show."
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm happy to be here. What do you guys want to know? What are we
Iggy,
talking about?
You've been waiting for this. This is kind of your moment.
I'm so flattered that you like me, Iggy.
Well, like everybody else, your roaster is unbelievable.
Oh, thank you so much.
I used one. Can I tell you? I used one of your roast.
Really? Which one?
I did a Bowling Hall of Fame induction to a friend of mine, and I wanted to.
You owe me.
Yeah, I said I'm just.
Have you been asked to do the Bowling Hall of Fame?
Not yet. I'm jealous now.
So it was at this banquet hall, which is one of those ones for like $2 a person.
Yeah.
And I said, whoever had meat as what we were eating tonight, the answer was meat. You win the raffle. And I said, just kidding. I said, you got to thank you guys. I'll just make up a name. John's is the best. And I paused for what you could do on your budget.
Yes, the old Nikki Glazer switcheroo at the end.
I loved it.
Where you say, I said David Spade, the host with the most step stools in his apartment. Just adding something at the end.
You did the one on Will and Grace, too. And Will and Grace is the best you could do.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Wow.
No, but
It's
I'm looking
really
forward.
flattering.
What I would ask is I'm looking forward to Boy Island, too.
Oh, F-Boy Island season 2. I'm leaving Thursday for that. Yeah, gearing up to go out and
Where do you go for?
be around a bunch of people who are decades younger than me. F-Boy Island. It's on HBO Max, and we did one season, and it's one of those reality shows that you hate watch, But as the host of it, I get to like actually make fun of it, and I'm very invested in it. But I actually make fun of the guys, and the whole
Do they
premise
pick
of
up
the show.
on it, or are they lacking self-awareness?
They're kind of at first. Some didn't know who I was, so they're just like, "Why is this host like so mean to us?" Like I was looking at them and I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know GNC sold jewelry." Like I was just saying stuff like that, and that was kind of over their heads a little bit. But they would go back to their place, and all they had to do, because their phones were taken away, was watch TV, and so or Netflix and stuff. And so then they watched all of my stuff, and then they got it, and they were like game for it. But they wanted to keep me away from them at first on the show because they didn't want, I guess, me hitting on them or something, or having a romance with them. So I wasn't allowed to talk to them at all. I wanted to give them a little talk beforehand, like, guys, I'm going to roast you. I'm a roaster, just so you don't think I'm like coming out of the gate too hard, because I kind of bombed that first time I met them, because they're just like, why are you mean? Like, yeah, and that was the first day they were finding out they were F-boys, because they all signed up for a show they didn't know what the name of the show was.
That's a good idea.
So I'm like, welcome to F-Boy Island. They're like, huh? What?
The audience is unhappy because we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
But you're standing in the one spot where you can't be seen, and they're unhappy.
Wait,
finally, a hot chick, and we can't see her.
Here we
Bravo.
go.
There, Iggy, right next to you.
I don't
Iggy,
look great today.
Look at this.
but
Look at this.
Somebody take a snapshot in case I don't get a picture later.
Yeah.
Get a picture.
Take a screenshot,
I'll get
y'all.
a picture here for Iggy and Nikki. This is finally happening.
Yep.
Jackson just popped into the studio. There it is.
No, Chris.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah.
Did we hijack your guest?
Yes, you did.
I don't even know what was going on.
I kinda forgot
Iggy just
why I
started
was
waving
here.
her in like he was landing a plane, and I go, "There's Nikki
I gotta
Glaser in our
go.
studio."
Thank you
What the
guys.
hell
I'll be
happened?
back in a real way sometime.
All right,
like the stop in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank
All of a sudden, it became an interview. I thought, was this a surprise guest? What just happened? Doug, what just happened? Nikki
Ours
Glaser
is the
just
type
walked
of
in.
show where friends
Pop
feel
me
they can
up,
drop
baby.
in at any time.
I was out smoking with Courtney at the break, and she said, "Oh, we got Nikki Glaser coming in." I said, you have to do us a favor. We've been trying to get her on forever, but she doesn't see my DMs.
Well, she said she looked at them all.
I said, can you have...
1,000 of those.
And I knew, because Courtney would be on the air, so I knew Chris would come down and get her. And I said, can you just have Chris just wave in the studio? And she goes, won't that bother you? I said, no. I said, we're on the air. You can pop in. We don't care. And she popped in, so that counts as a guest.
Nikki just went sprinting down the hallway away from the studio.
No, she's sprinting because she's supposed to be on their show.
But she went the wrong way. She sprinted.
So you always told us that she wouldn't come on the show because she's dating somebody on another show.
No, I said the in I had was that I thought she was dating somebody on the Riz show, because she would go on the Riz show quite a bit. And I knew she was dating somebody in the building. I just thought it was the Riz show, and it's not. It's somebody from Courtney's show.
Okay. And they are dating.
Yes, they are back together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was it the gentleman who just came in and got
Chris?
her out of
Is
here?
that Chris? Because Chris is who she's dating. I mean, I don't think it's a secret.
Doug, is it a secret to you?
I don't know.
So I said, we've been trying to get on. Just have Chris pop in for a little bit with her. And she walked in, but then we took a little too much time.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get her on now. Now I got an in.
I just posted the picture of Iggy.
Did you get a good picture?
Now she's sprinting the other way.
She had probably to go to the bathroom.
She's actually not looking at me. She was looking at Tim. So.
Well, why wouldn't she?
Of course.
Exactly.
What a moment.
How great is it that we actually had a female in studio, and she stood in the one place where the cameras wouldn't get you?
The blind spot.
And I
thought of that as soon
I
as
popped
you
into the
walked
YouTube chat because I'm like, I bet a lot of people are going to be hopping on to YouTube to watch this, and she was truly not on.
No, she was literally in the blind spot between Tim and Iggy. I was wondering whose mic she was using, so she used Plowsy's mic.
Yeah.
Oh God!
I gave her my
so
mic.
Nervous.
Yeah, I was really nervous.
Why
I gave
were
her.
you so nervous?
God Almighty, I wasn't nervous. I was happy to see her. I gave her my mic, and I was using Plowsy's that wasn't on for some reason.
She's really great.
Really,
She's
I couldn't hear
cool.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, she's cool.
The Al Stewart, Al Green poll is up.
Doug, you can go vote on that poll as well.
Yeah, let's see how that's doing.
Sounds like Nikki's a fan of your work.
She knew who Doug was. How about that?
Absolutely.
Well, she lived here a long time, right? She grew up here.
I think is she back living here now?
Yeah, I think she bought a place in the Central West End. I think.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I am
with
not...
her friend, her guy friend, who's her
Not
best
this
friend.
gentleman.
No, a guy friend who is her best friend. They do a podcast together, and I think they live together.
I'm dead serious, and I know none of you gentlemen were on the show when it happened, and producer Joe and I have discussed this. I really think there was a young, blonde comedian. Now, you might have been at KFNS at the time, just not working on our show.
I said I thought it was Nikki, but I wasn't 100% sure.
In 2004 or 2005. Super young. I mean...
Yeah, she was like 19 or 20.
At that time, I'm like 25-ish, and she's a few years younger than me, I think. So she was really young, but I think there was another comedian from St. Louis, and I just don't know if it was her or not. And she came in, and then a few years later when I saw her, maybe on a roast, I'm like, God, I think that girl was in studio with us. But it had been so many years.
I remember that, but I don't remember who it was.
I don't know how we would have had her in studio. I don't know how we would have connected.
Maybe she was promoting something.
Let's ask Joe about
Joe
that.
would know who it was, I would think.
Well, she's no Vegas comedian.
Vinny Favorito.
He was a #1 comedian.
That's correct.
I cut
when we
that
got it.
best of, and hopefully I'll be playing in the next couple
Oh, yeah.
of days.
He almost made us cry.
We have that. It's actually it's a better interview than like advertising.
I agree with you. He took a few shots, but it was actually not a bad interview.
No, I mean it's not like Neil or
I think the
Sinbad.
cat kind of created the
Right.
the legend of the interview, perhaps more so than.
Right.
I think the biggest thing was that he was advertised as the #1 comedian in Las Vegas. And if you go to Las Vegas, you have the choice of. I realize Carrot Top has a residency there, but there are some great comedians who are there. And she.
You never see his name anywhere.
And you don't see him anywhere. I think
No.
it's like one of those polls where a magazine gets advertisers to buy, and then they get to say they're the best. One of those deals. That I think was the whole song. And it's like we had Sinbad in.
He was great.
And he couldn't have. He wasn't necessarily hilarious, but he just was super kind, and he stuck around and talked NBA for a while.
Yeah. That's in
Jackson, you
rotation.
weren't in on that, were you? Were you there?
No, but I remember listening, and it's in rotation. He couldn't find the studios. That was one of the things, and I think Iggy had to go flag him down.
Yeah, and he bashed me for like 10 minutes.
Oh, Sinbad went after you? Or Vinny Favorito?
Vinny Favorito did.
Oh, yeah, we were almost in tears.
Producer Joe says we did have Nikki Glazer in studio.
Yeah, so that was her, that young girl.
How about
Surprised
that?
she didn't remember that. I remember you.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
She works
didn't
pretty
remember.
blue, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Talks a lot about anal.
She's great. She's really, really good.
Jackson, you're a big fan.
Yeah,
I've never heard you as starstruck.
Well, not starstruck per se. I just think she's really funny, and she's been on a lot of podcasts I listen to, and it's just, every time it's like they're really, really great. You like recognize people who are like cool and great, who are even so successful.
Well, you could tell how nervous I was.
You were shaking
Should I
in
put
your
up a
boots.
poll
Shaking
saying-
in my boots, wasn't
Was
it?
he nervous
Was
when
Iggy
Nikki
nervous?
Glazer?
Jesus
Going
Christ.
up.
And then once again, I'll tell you what, the show again sends a message that we take another show's guest and then just bring her in and start interviewing her.
And
But I
don't
had
let
no
her
idea what
go.
was going on.
And don't let her go to where he has to come and drag her out of there and make
And
her
goes,
feel bad.
okay, guys, that's enough.
Yeah, they don't like us here.
We're going to be hated. We
Are
steal
all
guests.
happening. Wait
Our
till we have
pictures
a-
are plastered all over the
Wait
place.
till
We're
we have our
cooking
big
fish.
Clam bake next week.
Oh, God. Got to do something for everybody.
What should we do?
Maybe one day I'll bring in like 4 dozen donuts for everybody and all the staff, or I don't think of something.
We're like the neighbors that moved into a nice neighborhood, and we have too many cars and too many people living in the house. And
we're the Clampets.
Yeah, we're parking
Yeah,
on
we
the
just don't
grass.
belong.
We're only liked by that one guy, but that one guy controls everything. He's like the major boss, and so everybody has to deal with us.
Well, they can't get us out.
Boy,
It's hard to evict somebody nowadays.
What's going on, Jackson?
I got to start filtering. I forgot to filter. Give me a moment here.
Filtering the emails. Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today is coming up momentarily. In the meantime, why don't you pour yourself a fistful of bourbon?
I'll
It's
go grab a coffee.
9:41. You've waited enough. What?
I'm going to grab a coffee and then put a shot of bourbon in there.
Good for you.
The show's not over yet.
Well, Tim's going to talk about fistful of bourbon. I'm going to go get a fistful of coffee.
But you'll never be back in time.
Trust me, I will.
Fistful of Bourbon, utilizing knowledge learned from the longest-serving malt master in the history of whiskey. Our master blender has married 5 straight bourbons into one beautiful bottle. Flavors of honey, creamy vanilla, and the delicate light spices of cinnamon and nutmeg will invade our mouth hole. It will always taste damn fine neat and make one hell of a cocktail. It ain't just a bourbon, it's a damn fistful. Imported by William Grant & Sons, New York, New York. Don't be a damn fool. Enjoy it responsibly. And Stratum Structural Systems, online at stratumrepair.com. You have any waterproofing needs? You have any foundation repair needs? There's one name you need to know, and the name is Stratum Structural Systems. Operated and owned by the great Brett Groman and the very good Matt Ford. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm ranking the owners of the business.
No, it didn't sound like that at all, Tim.
But it's just something that I was
has to do.
That's how you were raised.
Right. I was raised the right way in South St. Louis. 314-620-8153. 314-620-8153. When you call, let them know you are a Ryan Kelly Morning After listener, and you get $100 off your repair project. It's Stratum Structural Systems, online at stratumrepair.com. And think about it. I like to just pop back and forth between the text inbox and the YouTube chat, and there's a greater deal of frustration with the show in the YouTube chat.
Is there?
What's the beef?
They don't care for us.
He just left again. Good Lord.
And I'm back again. How about that? What did you miss? What did you miss by me not interacting with the live spots? I said I was going to get coffee. One got it.
You got it.
I still haven't cleaned out my coffee warmer that the person gave me.
Did you put that in the dishwasher?
No, I'm going to do hand wash it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Working towards my dreams. So if you got goals and you got dreams, you buckle down, okay? You buckle down, you don't drink, you don't do drugs, you don't go out there and have sex with all kinds of girls, okay? You find a girl that you love and you take care of her. And I promise that every one of your dreams are going to come true.
Is that the wrestling guy?
I forgot about that guy, man. He was...
That was Krispy Kreme, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
They
right.
changed his name to Froggy Fresh.
Just a solid citizen.
I thought that's the wrestling guy.
No.
He started crying because he said it's real to me, damn it.
Oh, God. So, I mean, Nikki Glazer one day, Ric Flair the next day. Doug, this show's going national. It's exciting to see.
Stars are out. Stars are out here.
Stars are dropping by the show.
Yeah.
Ric Flair wanted to be on this show.
Who's the biggest star we've ever had in studio? The biggest.
Hulk? Hogan? I
don't know if we had him in studio on our show. He was in the building.
I mean, Kimbo Slice?
That's a good call.
Kimbo Slice.
Kevin Nealon. Kevin Nealon's
a nice play. Kevin Nealon's a nice play. Ariana Marie.
A lot of people don't know, including me, have no clue who that is.
Jack of Spade.
Jack of Spade, yeah. Yeah, that combo might...
Yeah, Doug, when you combine Ariana Marie and Jack of Spade.
He wasn't a fan that I kept calling him Jack of Spade.
He didn't like that?
You could tell. He was a good sport and didn't mention it, but you could just tell. He was
had enough.
He was in the back seat, kind of cucking.
Was that a cock?
No, there was no sex involved.
No.
Shocker, Iggy screws this up, too. What is that?
What did I screw up?
I have no idea. I just read it.
You didn't let her get on camera there with
Well, what do you want me to do about it? I don't know where the cameras are.
Yeah, move out of your chair so she could have sat down.
Well, I figured over there, you could see in the camera. And I don't care if you can see her or not. I could see her.
Well, what about the audience?
Well, it was an impromptu thing. We didn't. Nikki, move over there. I know you're coming in to say hi, but move over there. There's no camera
just offered
there.
her your chair. She could have sat.
I'm seriously having a panic attack.
They are.
What a fanboy, you Hoosier beggar. The Barstool Boys have nothing on you. Jesus, that's from the Starfish Street.
Fanboy?
Fanboy, I think is what he called you.
I said, have Chris just have her pop in and say hi.
Yeah.
Did you hear me gushing?
But then you wouldn't give her the chair.
Nikki, hi.
You were reciting some of her lines to her.
Well, it's because I used them. I just want to let her know that I used some of her lines from her
Just in
roast.
case there'd be any legal.
Now, when he said I used one of your roasts, at the time I was wondering what...
I honestly did too.
Same.
I really did too. And I thought, wow, we're going in this direction right out of the gate. And I had no idea that she was going to be in studio. I'm like, did I miss this on the captain's log?
It's at the bottom.
Nikki Glazer in studio.
Nikki Glazer in studio, but not on camera.
Well, she came on eventually.
Right.
5 cameras in here, and the big star is not on one of them.
Right. Well, we're an audio medium that has transitioned to video. So,
Is that what we are?
Yeah. So eventually we'll get the hang of it. There's also there's room for 4 people up in there, but 5 is a little tough because we only have 4 cameras up in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's another
I used to tell
microphone over
Jeremiah
there.
Pro, if you don't want my chair, that's a problem.
You know what we should have done?
chair open.
And Plowsy, it's not your fault at all. It's not your fault, baby. But we have that overhead cam. We could have flipped that on. That was the move.
This one up here. Yeah.
Right, that was the move. That's honestly on me. I should have told you that.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that.
Biggest fanboy these eyes have ever seen. That's from Dewey Oxberger. Doug.
Why? Because I asked her some questions? And I do enjoy her work. I wasn't like following out the door. Hey, let me open that door for you, Nikki. Can I help you? Can I help you down the hall?
So how did that happen, though? So you saw Courtney outside while you guys were having darts, and you said, "Can you have Chris bring her in studio real quickly?"
She brought up.
So she knocked on the door, and then you waved her in,
And there was a pause, and then eventually she came in.
Yeah.
And she goes, "What is this?" Indicating she's not a listener.
Well, without a doubt. We know that. I was just hoping maybe her dad was a listener, and I reached out to her dad on the air and said, "Yeah, if Nikki Glazer's dad is a listener, have your daughter call us." Courtney just said that we had Nikki Glazer coming in. And I said, we've been trying to get her on the show forever, but I don't think she sees any of the DMs. I said, then I have fun with her, when she'll say hey, St. Louis, I'm coming, make sure you buy tickets. And I would respond, well, if you'd ever come on our show, we could probably sell
You're
some
starting to
for
get a little banty. Maybe she blocked you.
just having fun with her. So she said, Chris, I said, just have her stop by the door and wave, because we're big fans. And
Chris is actually with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she goes, well, I don't want to bother you guys if you're on the air, if the red light's on. I said, we don't care. Anybody can pop in here, interrupt us. We don't care. I said, just have her open the door and come on in.
So Nikki said that or Courtney said that? Courtney said that.
I said, just have her come in and say hi. We don't care if we're on the air or not.
Right.
And when I said, come on in, she came in.
So can I get a picture of her?
And that's when you got so nervous?
Yeah, I was shaking in my boots. Don't come in, Nikki. I'm shaking.
Yeah, this is one of the first places we've been where the door's been closed during the presentation. Yeah. Usually a door opens.
We want the other shows to hear the kind of work we're doing to intimidate them.
Yeah. We might as well do that, too. Just keep the door open. So no,
Courtney
it wasn't.
walked by when you weren't in here during one of the breaks, and she goes, I hate to say this, but one of my friends is obsessed with Iggy, and I asked him to sign something for her.
Oh, no.
Yeah, somebody was around. Plowhawk, were you around when she did that, or was that Jackson? Somebody was around when she said that.
I told her to avoid telling me that.
Well, she asked me to sign it for him. So I already know. And
you're having a big day with the drums.
True.
And she DM'd me last year and said...
Who did this, friend of Courtney's?
No, Courtney.
Oh.
She DM'd me and said, I have a friend of mine that just loves you, and he would love to play golf with you. Can I set that up?
It's a guy.
Yeah, it's a guy.
I don't even know how to.
And I said, yeah. I said, fine, whatever you need me to do.
Do you have time to sign anything, or are you both?
I signed something for her to give to him. She asked me to, and I signed. Okay. Just like I signed the 3 pictures that were here, put them in the break room, and they were all gone. So somebody wanted them.
I can't change that back, dude.
I keep hearing Stingray.
I can't change it back.
I thought we muted that part of it.
No, remember I told you I changed the whole Microsoft computer, any updates.
Yeah, I don't like that. Every time I talk, it's the cat's coming up.
That was my bad.
Iggy, you think you're like the biggest star at the whole radio station?
Oh, hell no. You kidding me?
Mount Rushmore, though.
Of here?
Yeah. Well, sure.
Oh, my God. I'm like on the bottom of the... I'm like the bottom on this show.
I don't know.
That's true.
Oh, there's so many legends that work here. There is not.
That is a take. It's a strong take. It's one of the best takes ever.
Thank you, Jim. I would venture to guess there's more talent in this building than any building in the country as far as radio goes.
Wow.
Overall, I mean, you can say Stern, but then who else does he have around there?
I don't know.
Doing other shows.
Ronnie the limo driver?
That's a show
every show on this station has legends.
Is he on that station?
No.
Doug, where's Bubba?
I don't have the slightest. What are you in Tampa or something?
He's in Ocala.
I think he's still getting sued by Hulk Hogan.
Oh, is that right? Is that going on? Oh, it's 9:50. I got to get to the designer. He didn't go. I'm sorry. I got
Nikki screwed everything up. Thanks, Nikki, for coming in and ruining everything.
I did this. I did that. Yes, lack of self-awareness. Holes got tied as I listened to the Wintergreen Chimney Stack recount comedy bits to a legitimately famous stand-up comedian being held hostage by a studio full of amateurs. The boy walruses couldn't get enough of that blonde shoulder on the YouTube stream, and it's never too early for a game of Pleasure Me Timbers. It was all so embarrassing. Keep swiping right into the abyss and complaining about your bank account when an Italian mob producer is hoarding it all to himself. That's from DraftKings Cal.
DraftKings Cal.
Having a superstar comic such as Nikki Glazer just randomly walk through the halls and get waved in to be on this moronic show makes me so happy to know you boys are at a place that you deserve to be at. Could not be more happy for you all. Great get, and in true TMA fashion, we couldn't see her on video. I swear this show is so stupid but so wonderful at the same time. Congrats again, boys. That's love, TMA Walrus #1.
TMA Walrus #1.
What's that? The Blues had a huge comeback win against a division rival, and they retired Chris Pronger's number last night? That's cool. But I think the lead story should be about the hedonism fan page. Yeah, so basically I argue with strangers on Facebook page because, well, I'm not sure why I do it, but I recently found out that some people I don't know and should not care about have been quarantined at the resort. There's even a place called the Cootie Corner, which apparently is the name of the quarantine section of the resort and not the nickname of the communal microwave, where offensively smelly seafood is habitually reheated. Why am I talking about this uninteresting and unimportant topic? Oh, well, someone said tiger board, and it reminded me that I also type words on the internet sometimes. So I decided to bore the dais in the entire bi-state region with a rambling 10-minute stream of consciousness monologue that even the owners of the hedonism resort would find cringeworthy. Never change, Iggy. That's from the JV Golf Coach.
JV Golf Coach.
P.S. Tim, please ask that Virgin Mizzou apologist why he won't update my name in the text inbox. Then give him a little kiss on his pasty white neck for me.
Oh.
That's from the JV Golf Coach.
JV Golf Coach.
And finally, oh, this is loading slowly. Doug, it's a slow load.
Okay.
Why is it slow?
I don't know.
Are we having any internet issues, Action Jackson? Because I might have to pivot to you.
Not that I can see.
Okay, so, gentlemen, good morning. You'll excuse me if this isn't my typical happy-go-lucky email, but I've had a tough go over the last 24 hours. The problem is the lack of respect and appreciation. You see, I'm on the Hedonism Facebook page day in and day out, working my ass off to be thought of as some sort of super senior gatekeeper for everything from what to pack to crapping on the upgraded TV lounge, but not a single vacation or employee has offered me a free room or sex or even a simple compliment or comment. I feel like I'm Stingray out here trying to warn St. Louis about a slight breeze rolling through Biloxi, and nobody's giving me the time of day. These damn people spending money to go on their own damn vacation don't understand what kind of pull I thought I had during my prohibition years there. I'm not an angry guy, and I don't get in other people's business, but these idiots have the nerve, nay, the audacity to go on a page specifically tailored to current vacation goers, and not a single one of these mopes respond to my barrage of unsolicited DMs from a real-life human named Iggy, who visited a war-torn sex camp a quarter-century ago, explaining in great detail how the rooms have really lost their Sudanese third-world charm after management upgraded the resort with carpet and running water last year. And don't even get me started on Jane and Joe Smith's post from November of 2020 about how beautiful the sand looks at dusk. Shut up. Just shut the hell up, will you? I'm not on this Hedo page. I voluntarily joined despite having no business being on it for you to ignore my 32 DMs where I repeatedly told you to get ready for a bunch of DMs from thirsty old guys wanting your attention. I guess it just stinks a little, you know? I'm here putting in work each and every day, but these people with their families and their jobs and their happy posts about a place I visited 40 years ago just don't get what I've convinced myself I've done for this place. Anyway, I'm never going to hedonism. TikTok 6, maybe, but not hedonism. Now, if Lauren wants to invite me into her studio, I just need you guys to know that I definitely do that. Thank you. That's some Vishnu and Randy character. And Doug, that's what we have.
Vishnu and Randy character.
The Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the official HVAC provider. Ryan Kelly, morning after.
Today I'm going to change it a little bit and go with the JV Golf Coach.
Wow.
I'm going with the JV Golf Coach.
I'm going to change it up, too, because I thought it was very good. His are usually boring, but this one was pretty good. I'm going to go with DraftKings Cal.
Wow. I'm going to go with Vishnu and Randy character. I don't think we can penalize him for his greatness.
Wide open at this point.
Plowhawk, Speaker of the House.
I'm doing JV Golf Coach.
JV Golf Coach has got a second win.
Right.
JV Golf Coach has got a second win.
Okay, yeah, I thought he was pretty good. Yeah.
JV Golf Coach has won the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. A replay of this show will be up momentarily. If you want to switch to 101 ESPN, Action Jackson and I will have Chris Kerber on at 10:15. We kind of discussed the Blues game last night on this show when I asked, do you think more people watch the Cardinals, Rams, or the Blues?
Yeah, we got it in there.
Did we even answer that?
We never answered it. No. And I don't think it's a poll question up there, but there is a poll you can vote on who the hottest member of the dais is and who do you like, Al Stewart or who? Al Green?
Yeah.
Nice. Doug, these are the polls we now have on the TMA STL app.
And we make money off that? Those polls?
Not yet.
Nothing? Okay.
So somebody's phone's ringing.
Just for our own amusement.
Spam risk.
Okay. Time for us to shut it down. The TMA All Day begins in a matter of moments for the Plowhawk, for Action Jackson, for Kenneth Iggy Strode, for my brother Kevin, for Douglas Elvin Vaughn.
For Nikki Glazer.
For Nikki Glazer, friend of the show now. For Douglas Elvin Vaughn, I'm Tim McKernan. This has been the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7, The Potted Plant, TMASTL.com, the new Morning After STL app, and YouTube.com/TMASTL.
KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Your home for the Morning After and TMA all day. Stream us live at youtube.com/TMASTL and at TMASTL.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan for Design Air Heating and Cooling. I am a very happy client. Design Air Heating and Cooling and Seth Goldcamp and his incredible staff, which you can find online at designairservice.com. Just go to the website, click on the Book Now tab, and any issues you may be having with your HVAC system, they will take care of immediately. The customer service, second to none. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with HeroLoan.com. If you qualify, the VA loan program is the best option out there. You can buy a house with no money down, and you can cash out refinance up to 100% of your home's appraised value. At HeroLoan.com, we pay for your appraisal and can close your VA loan in as little as 14 days. Whether you're refinancing or buying a home, visit HeroLoan.com.
The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Enterprise Contracting is your locally owned and operated storm damage insurance claims specialist in roofing, siding, and gutter replacement and repair. They can help evaluate your home for storm damage from hail and wind that the St. Louis area continually receives.